Man, we gotta get a better setup for this. I hate having to start it and then come back around. Hi, okay, so I should be on. Nope, I'm not in the screen. All right, hi guys. So today's a little bit weird. We've had a lot of storms in our area, and our internet was out for half the day or more. So that kind of slowed down Cypress in doing her work. While I do work from home on Wednesdays, what I do can be done, you know, and then I'll upload it later type of thing. But Cypress couldn't get all her work done, so she's actually busily working. You may see her walk around in the background. If I say something super funny, she might laugh. But really, it's just a solo stroll. I'm not completely solo. I have my little friend Cecily here with me. But, so I'm still not on screen. Oh. Anyway. Actually, there's no game showing, so I'm gonna have to check that in a second. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so it's just a me stream today. We're gonna keep it kind of casual because I've also been having some back pain, so I can't really like sit on this futon for so long. So yeah, I was gonna play Little Noah Scion of Paradise. So I'm sorry if you came looking for we're playing Viva Pinata. We will get back to Viva Pinata starting next week again. I just didn't think I could play it and be entertaining because I'd be so focused on what I'm doing. So, yeah, did you... One second. Unless you want to chat to them for a second. Explain to them why you're abandoning
Hey guys! I'm not in... Sorry, I forgot. Oh, wait, there's the one over here. No, you turned that one off. Okay. I'm gonna sit... I'm close. Where is it? Here we go. I think. Oh, wait, no, that's reverse.
Here's his back.
Oh, well, okay. Sorry guys. So yes, we've had inclement weather, and so sorry, my face, I don't have any makeup on. So we had power go out. The internet was out almost all day. So anytime I got it back, I was more talking with my clients, letting them know that the power was out, but I couldn't do the jobs. So I'm pretty much all caught up with everything that needed to be sent out, but I still have, because I read an audiobook, so I have to edit 2 chapters tonight, and so I have to get that done. So unfortunately, I can't come on here and play with you guys because I will be too backed up with work and...
I do things for today, but I'm sure it'll be awesome since it looked weird this week.
Is it my foot? Yeah, sorry. But yes. So we're just explaining. This is actually a FellHarbor solo stream today. I will be here. I will be editing by my desk. So I'm gonna have it pulled up as Cypress to see if I can maybe like pop in a few times and be like, hey guys, if you had any questions, I can help read them to her. But I'm going to have headphones on, so I won't be able to hear her because I'm editing. So I don't know how helpful I'll actually be able to be, but we're just going to see. I'm here for moral support, but mostly I'm here because my home office is in the corner, so I have to be here because this is how our house is set up. So yeah, but you know, it's cool. Whatever. I'm just... Okay.
Here, come back.
All right, we're back now.
I don't know why it's not showing up. 1 second.
Could you switch it to the other one and see if maybe you can...
Yeah, it's hard. I ran out of time, so I should have checked this before I started streaming, but...
No, well, yeah, who would have thought that... Yeah, it was working before we record.
It is working, because I can see it on the screen, so it's just not showing up in OBS.
Okay, yeah, so you guys to know that, yeah, the game is just not showing up where you guys are watching it, but it's showing up on the TV, so... Yeah, you know, technology's fun. Again, Phil had a whole long day of working too that had to be postponed, and so now we're just kind of trying to catch up. That's the one bad thing about working remotely, because it can happen in an office anyway, but if you're under the guise of like a company, then your boss will be like, hey guys, don't worry about working. But when like your coworkers and stuff either have it or you're freelance like me, that's not an excuse. They just need the deliverable. So, but anyway, you want to come up here and help us? She got the cutest toy. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. I can't reach it. But anyway, FellHarbor got her the cutest toys for up here, and she is in love with her little unicorn guy. So she's been busy chewing on him.
Did you push a button?
Press the button.
Because it was picking up the
Oops.
sound.
Location. Start options. Here's your location. I'm just gonna keep hitting start and options. We're not sure.
So weird.
Yeah.
All right, bear with us. I'm glad Taito is nice to us, so he won't be. Let me switch the. Oh, you're still on screen, so you can.
Oh yeah. Hey, cool. Yeah. So obviously we're not playing Pokemon, but we are just trying to figure out why this thing's not working. You know what? I'm hearing myself in the headphones over there. We've got the stream on like 3 different ways. I'm like, who's talking? Yeah, you know. Oh, difficulties aside, I respect the resilience. Thank you, Taito. I don't know. Actually, I guess in both instances, first fell with this, and then also me working. So I'm. Last week was really rough. I worked nonstop, but I was getting a few different things in the works to be. Oh, I don't have to lean funny because the. Okay, no, I'll just do it like this. But yeah, so it's been all good things. Oh, we just lost the stream.
No, it's just a black screen.
Okay, it's just a black screen.
Yeah. I don't know. All right, yeah. Keep talking.
Okay.
I'll see if I can get the Aver Media to switch over.
I'm keep talking. She's gonna be doing some technical stuff right now. I don't think you guys are seeing anything, so I guess I have to continually talk. Yes, so we are still here. I'm typing in the thingy so that if you guys see the whole black screen. Okay. Now I see little Noah pop up.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, now it left. Okay. Yes, we're bearing, everybody's bearing. So this is cool. I'm watching her real time, and then I'm watching what you guys are seeing because she got this adorable little setup for her solo gameplay. I gotta do this myself, actually. I'm really nervous about playing on Tuesday. Win-Win, I will let you out in a moment, okay? Not getting up because we need to show. Oh, look, you guys are seeing like. That is so cool. We see you moving it. That's like magic. This is how the magic happens. Well, that's, you know.
After the magic is this flipping everywhere. Okay. So this is ideal.
I think it's adorable, except for you have us. You can delete Cecily and me, right? Well, don't delete it because then you'll mess it up for.
Right, and I can deactivate the camera. It doesn't really make a difference.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, because the background has those guys. Anyway. Yeah, so, good thing we have a backup, I guess. A backup, TV.
Yeah, it's always good to have a backup TV. So as you can see, I'm just clicking on it. Now we can't see it on our Play TV, but we do know FellHarbor is switching them because like that we have a lot of electronics in this house. Like, can you imagine? This is probably not up to any kind of fire code. Like, oh good, now everything's on. We see, everybody sees what everybody else sees. So I am going to be leaving, but I'm still in the room. So if you do have like a question for me, or if I need to whatever, I can thingies. But otherwise, you guys have great real-time video editing. I will steal your secrets and make my own channel. Please do. We'll like and subscribe, and we can maybe we can collab one day.
Absolutely.
All right, bye guys.
I never claimed to be a streamer.
I'm gonna cross in front of the camera.
Oh no, we saw some butt.
Uh-oh, did we?
Probably. All right.
Okay.
I keep sitting too far over because I'm used to Cypress being there. So, okay. You don't really need to see me. I'm mostly in. Am I really always sitting this far over? I'm so far away from everything else. All right. Let me get the microphone. I have streamed by myself before, but it's been a long time. I did some Pokemon streams. Okay, so I can see chat. And Taito says, oh, I'm always way too socially anxious to actually do that. Believe me. I guess I can do this okay because I used to be like in drama and stuff like that. So this is oddly okay. What I can't do is reply to Discord messages. I saw something on YouTube today that was like, somebody tell my brain that the fight or flight response is for life and death situations and not just replying to emails. And that is 100% me. I get so freaked out when I send an email, even if it's a good email, because then you're just sitting there waiting for everybody's response. So, okay. Everything's working. I hope the sound is okay. As long as you can hear me, you don't have to hear anything else. It's been I don't know, maybe 2 weeks. Okay, Cypress confirms she can hear. It's maybe been 2 weeks since I played Little Noah. I don't know if you guys heard about it at all. It's a roguelike combat sort of RPG, I guess you would say. You don't really roleplay anybody, you're just Little Noah, or her real name is Noah Little, so her Little's her last name. But so she's an adventurer, she's like an alchemist or something, and you basically just run through dungeons smashing the A button, and you have these little guys called Lilliputites that help you fight. I've already beaten the game as far as it went, and Taito says voiceover and game audio sounds good, well balanced. Thank you. Okay, that's good news. At least something's going right. Okay, so yes, so Little Noah makes friends with the Lilliputites. They're like these little, well, what you'd say, they're just little beings. They're what you also fight in the little tower that you go fighting. History of this game is, I know it started as a mobile game. Said that funny. A mobile game. Started as a mobile game, and then they ported it over to the Switch. I think it cost like $10 or $15 to start. They've already done a few updates, and I think there's intent to release more parts of the game. So this is just the first part of the game, and when you look at it, like the map's gigantic, and it's just this one little part where you can actually play. There's elements and things. So as I play through, if you've got any questions, let me know. I like this one because there's a lot of intense battle and I'll be paying attention, but then after you clear a room, you got some time to chill so that I can check. So I can be the back and forth. I watched some other streamers and man, it is a skill to be able to play and also glance over, you know, I can't even imagine the ones that have thousands of people talking. And then they're also like monitoring their mods and stuff. Who even knows? Okay, so this is Little Noah. You always have tutorials available. This is something they added, I think this is where you go to just like fight super bad big bosses and try to win stuff. You can change her avatar, so I can go ahead and here and change my, what I fight with in the tower. So she starts as normal. She has no elemental affiliation. This is her first. Well, I don't want to spoil her or anybody, but I guess it's too late. Fire, water, wind, and then fire, normal, water, water again. Yeah, I got two. I don't know. They didn't come. You know, I didn't unlock them in order. Wind, fire, water, and. I don't remember this one. Did they add this one new? Or maybe I just never used it. That was really cute. She's just like a little fox or something. Okay, we'll use her. I've never seen that. The last one I remembered was this one because the E means I've got it equipped. And down at the bottom you see the boosts. Those are little slots where your little guys go. And you said, Taito says, well, she's more adaptable than an Eevee. Right? Because she could switch back and forth. Plus these get different power. But you can also see at the bottom where they're boosted. The Lilliputites that are in those sections with the flashing like 30% up, they're the ones that get the boost. So you can see there's different layouts. When you attack, you'll use, starting from the left to right, you'll use those Lilliputites in that order. So first we'll go the left square, then the one with the 30%, then the middle square, like that. So you can have a little bit of strategy about where do you want your strongest attacks. Now like this one has 30% up. And so does this one. But like I said, I've never used her, probably because she's normal. When I have, like, the water, I add to water Lilliput's attack and vice versa. So it's good to, like, get the ones that match you. There are normal type... it does sound like Pokemon. There are normal type Lilliput's, but obviously they're not as flashy as some of them. But, you know, you can use them whether you... are the same type as they are, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick her and stop talking because this is supposed to be an action game. So let's go ahead and equip her, and then you'll see I will change clothes when I get out here. Hey, okay, now I'm a little fox. The adventurer's log is where you can see what achievements you've done. So you can see all my achievements and what I might be working to. I've unlocked most of them. Yeah. there will be some I never do, like this brawler thing. I have not learned how to chain my attacks very well because I either am so overpowered I kill them before I can chain, or I'm just not good moving really quickly around. So yeah, that's never gonna happen. So I think I was just trying to unlock like you do do 2 million fire damage, 2.5 million fire damage. So you just have to keep going back in there and keep doing your damage. If I push X, it'll show Cecily. It'll show. See, I've only done 2 million or 20 million. 2 million fire damage. So I still have 500,000 to go. But we're just gonna do normal, and I'll go back like that. Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. Adventurer support. So this little kitty cat, his name is, well, I don't know what his real name is, but his name is Zipper, or Chipa in Japanese. So if you give him presents, which you pick up when you're in the tower, you can bring them back and give them to him. And the more you give him, bless you, like if you give him to fill up enough presents to fill up one paw, he gives you 100 gold when you see him in the tower. 200 gold if you fill them up. So I already used all of my presents on other things. It also looks like I already gave him enough to get him up to the 2. He might be more useful when they add more levels, but right now you always have so many little puts and you don't really need that much gold, so I won't say it's not worthwhile to give him stuff, and I'll explain why in just a second. I personally don't. I love Zipper and I love seeing him around. I wish he fought with me, but he doesn't, so. Airship repairs as you go in, especially when you start out, certain things will be locked. So, like being able to get potions is locked, and you have to get enough points so that you can use that to repair your airship, or unlock those things so then you can have them available. You know, there's also permanent buffs you can give to her, like the flame heart thing that, like, she always increased 20% damage, that kind of thing. You go through there and unlock. You can unlock certain little puts through that way. Otherwise, did I unlock them? You just find them? I don't remember. I could start over, but it's more fun to go in there all powered up. This little guy was something that you also unlock. So when you first are about to start out, you can talk to him and he'll give you one free upgrade to use when you go in there. And I think I can see my upgrades. Yes, let's see. So my accessories that I have already. So I already talked to him a few times, and it's at random. He'll give you a random accessory to start with. So I've already done him a few times. So he gave me increased ice damage. This one lets me jump, rather than jump once, I can jump twice, or there's another one where I can jump 3 times. And this reduces skill cooldown. So yeah, little things you can start with, and you can just keep giving him cash and he'll just keep giving you accessories. As far as I know, there's no limit to the accessories you can have going in or when you're in there. You just keep getting them. So that's what that guy does. Lilliput House is where you can see all the Lilliput's you've bonded with. They're always random. That's what a rogue. Okay, evidently I looked this up. Rogue was an old computer / video game. I think it was a computer game where every time you went into the tower to go to a battle, it was a randomly generated room. That is why every one that's like that going forward now is called rogue-like, because it's like that Rogue game. I don't even know if people ever play Rogue anymore, but it gets the honor of having everything named after that. So the other one I really like is Azure Dreams. If you've played Pokemon Dungeon, is that what it's called? Anyway, that's almost exactly like Azure Dreams. So the Pokemon one where you get the little friends and you go and make more friends. And there's some others, you know, procedurally generated, random. Dark Cloud, I believe, is a little bit like that. So, yeah. Anyway, so this is where you can see the ones that you've unlocked, and so you might randomly encounter and get them when you go back in. So these are all the ones. I'm trying to max out my love with them. I think I did most of them. I haven't done all of them because they've even added more. I don't know who these people are. I don't have her. I don't have him. No. See, they keep adding things. I didn't even notice the last time they updated. So maybe this outfit is new because I didn't recognize it. Chickens, when you walk by them, they're another thing you unlock. Oh, I'm sorry. When you give them presents, it boosts their bond with you. So like their attack goes up or their cooldowns go down quicker, that kind of thing. And then Taito says, thanks for explaining what roguelike means. I've heard the term, but I was too afraid to ask. Yeah, see? And everybody uses it like, oh yeah, roguelike. And I had to look it up. So that's what Wikipedia told me. But yeah, because I think we've all heard the term, but like, okay, you're like a rogue and you just run in there and steal. It's a difficult question to ask too, so. But yeah, so now we know. Those look like potatoes behind here, but I don't know what that's supposed to be. The statues are different things that you can unlock by doing achievements, so like saving a certain amount of gold or finding certain things. And they add other buffs or things that you can use in the tower. Like an extra life. You see where Noah's face is over in the very bottom. Yeah, it's not blocked. In the very bottom left, there's Noah's face. And right next to Noah's face, up on like right by her left ear on our right side, there's a little doll of her with a number 1. That's an extra life. So, I don't remember which one it is, but one of these statues gives, so you start with an extra life. On the very, very bottom, underneath that green health bar on the left, there's a little key, and next to it's the number 0. There's one of these little guys that when you use them, you'll start the rounds with 2 keys. So these little buffs, I mean, you set them to how your play style is. Some of them give you more coins when you open treasure chests and more damage or less damage or that kind of thing. I always like getting as many Lilliputites as I can because they're cute. So I usually do things that help me get more Lilliputites, which keys do because you can unlock treasure chests and things with them. Okay, we're almost done. I just wanted to give a basic overview. Where is it? Okay, sometimes when you're coming through here and I did a video of like the very basics of this game because I know I was scared when I started and I thought I really sucked at the game. Granted, I might still actually suck at this game, but I don't suck so much that I can't have fun and, you know, beat most of it. So in that I mentioned, or someone asked like, hey, when you're leaving, sometimes you'll run into a Lilliput who will give you a present. And I think that happens when you max out your love with a Lilliput, because I've never had a duplicate. So I guess that means after I've maxed out my love with all of my Lilliputs, they're never going to visit me again, I guess. But anyway, so sometimes when you come over here, there'll be a little ghost of a Lilliput. And they're like, oh, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this with you. And you'll take it. But I either already got them or I haven't unlocked anybody. And they did add one other mode, is like killer mode for the people who are actually good at this game, where you can't take any damage. And I don't know if I already said no thanks, I'll play regular, or if it's when I jump into the chasm. But yeah, I've not tried that because I take damage on the very first. Oh yeah, see, R will switch modes. So I'm not going to do Murder Road. I'm sure, you know what, I've never looked up anybody who can actually do it, but if there are people who can do Dark Souls without getting hit, I am absolutely sure there's people who can play this without getting hit. That ain't me. We're about to get hit, so I'll go ahead and jump in here. And other things I'll explain as we go. So this is kind of like a path. You guys remember Yoshi's story? Or Yoshi, yeah, the one where he had the book. Anyway, you pick a different path sometimes. The different paths don't really make a difference, except, you know, some of the enemies that you'll run into are different. But other than that, there's no... Oh, and then you'll pick your doors later. But the actual rounds themselves are pretty much the same. So this is where you start, and you'll notice I have no Lilliputs. But you get given the 3 starter Lilliputs every time you enter. So if you're a new player, I highly recommend focusing. You might get some flashy other Lilliputs. These are the 3 that you will always get when you go in. So my recommendation is build up your love with them first, because the stronger they are, the stronger you are, because you don't actually attack, it's actually them. So go ahead and say thank you. So now I've got my Lilliputs. I've got Mousy. Oh crap, I forgot all their names. Thwomp is the big guy. Well, let's go look at them. You can see them by pushing this. And then my lineup. So I think it's, yeah, Ratty, Huey, and Thump. And they do different things. So his attack is a basic downswing. His is a basic downswing. I like them because they're fast. Thwump actually like smacks them. Then you can also see on the ZR, they have a skill. So where they are now is their basic attack, and I could move them, even now I can move them over and put them in the skill. Probably not the best idea, but you can see what his skill is like just a giant, whoopsie, wrong button, is just a, sorry, I keep hitting the wrong button. That's ratty. Yeah, so I have to reach maximum, anyway, that's more complicated. We'll get to that in a second. So his skill is Tantrum, so it looks like it's just a bigger swing. I've never actually used him over in that side. So I'm going to leave him over here in just my basic attack. So when I mash my A button, it's going to, first Ratty will go out, then Huey will go out, and then Thump will go out, and they'll do their attacks that way. Then they all come back and then restart. So that's how you can change them around however you like. And right now Ratty and Huey are getting that 30% bonus to their attacks because they're there. And then the 21 is just like their general power, how strong they are. So obviously I'm not starting with anybody super strong, but that's fine. Now, one of the things you unlock is being able to start with this container here. So I will come up here and open it. And so being able to do that gets you one more Lilliput to start with. So we've got Sling. He's a little penguin that throws a little ball. And you can tell he's a normal type because like in Pokemon, it's just that little, maybe they stole it from that. It's just that little, like, almost like a nut looking thing, but he has no color. They have no color. They're gray. Whereas like Storm Dragon, she's a wind dragon. And so I don't like her attack. It kind of like goes up. I do like wind Lilliputs, but unfortunately the dragon's not the greatest. And then Firehouse, he sounds like he'd be a fire type, but he's actually normal. And he just throws a ball that explodes. So for this, you can see their power. So Sling is a 16 power, Firehouse is 31, and Storm Dragon is 37. So I think I might actually go with the Firehouse. I know. I just don't like how Storm Dragon works. So I'm gonna go ahead and choose Firehouse. We might get Storm Dragon later. So you can see it'll automatically add him to the end of my line. I can always go in there and move it around or put him in a skill. You don't have to have anybody on. You can take them all off if you just want to go by yourself, but you don't really attack. So, so there you go. See, when I push A, here comes Ratty. And I keep pushing Huey, then Thump, and then Cannonball. So you just mash, 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 mash. You have a couple dashes, so you can see ZL is like a special dash. You can hold it down and direct it, and that actually hurts people when you attack. And then the the ZR is just a normal attack. It helps you move faster. So ZL is the attack dash, and RL is just a regular dash. That's something that I didn't know when I first started playing, and so I think it's very helpful. Dash can get you out of the way really quick. And you can dash up with the ZL and you'll see it recharges. But, all right, I'm ready to actually, Taito says, sad and confused the dragon ain't that great. Doesn't seem right to Dragonkind. It doesn't. That's the other thing is you'll see with some of the Lilliputs, and it said that for the dragon is that when you use them, they'll drag you with them. And so that's why the dragon isn't always useful, because she drags you in an upward, like you attack and she goes up and you follow her. So if you're trying to do a combo, especially if you have her in the middle of your lineup, you're gonna be like hit, and then all of a sudden you're like 2 feet above the enemy and then you're not hitting them anymore. So unfortunately that dragon's not the best. But there are other dragons. So it's specifically the wind dragon or storm dragon, I guess what you call them. That's not the best, but there's other dragons, so we'll be able to. Alright, so we've got some bad guys here. And they're going to attack me by just hitting me, but I'll know they're aiming at me when that little arrow's flashing. And then they get an exclamation point above their head when they're about to attack. It's important to watch for that, because that means they're about to hit you. And this is Peck. These are also Lilliput, so all these bad guys can also be... See, I always get hit. They can also be your Lilliput. So he's like a chicken or something. And then those guys are called... Oh man, I want to say they're called Flaps, but I could be wrong. And then he dropped a present. That's one of the presents that you can give to your Lilliputs or to Zipper. So now this guy is dangerous because he's going to attack me straight on, so I'm just going to jump over him and hit him from the back. So all I'm doing is mashing A. It's a lot of mashing A. Just mashing A. Mostly what you're doing with little Noah is dodging. She does some stuff later that we'll get into when I can actually do it, but so once you've defeated all of the guys, you'll get the congratulations that you cleared out the room. And then usually the way you whoops, I just went out. The way you leave is blocked off until you defeat all the people in the room. I was gonna say programs. I don't know why. Don't sweat it if you leave the room without picking everything up. Everything stays there. So like sometimes it'll drop little health nugget things. They're grass. They look like little grass that you can eat. If your health is full and you don't need them, just leave them there and you can fast travel back to that room at any time. The other thing that always, like, you saw the coins come out of like the barrel or the bad guys. You automatically have already collected the barrel or the money, so that's just an effect to show you, wow, look at all this money that came out. Don't worry, you've already gotten it, because I was running around trying to pick up all the coins before they disappeared, like Sonic style, like all his rings and stuff. But don't worry about it. You automatically get them, so don't be like me and drive yourself insane. Sometimes when you defeat a room, you will get a chest. Sometimes there's challenges to a room, like don't get hit, which you know me. Those chests are more special. This one's just a basic one, but you stand in front of it and push R, pick it open. See, so I don't have to collect the money. Even if I accidentally opened it and then went out the door, you already got the money. And yes, you can always go back. So I find that knowing that pretty helpful. All right, so we finished this room. Let's go back over here. So this is one of the rooms where there's like a, I don't know what they call it. Maybe they'll show me. It's like a power gem. So this is where we'll get some upgrades to Noah and her stats. So red crystal, it ups your damage, like your, oh no, red does, you can see it for yourself. Red does max HP by 30%. And it increases damage by 10% when you attack someone close to you. The water is by when you attack someone far away, but it also ups your damage. And then this one, I guess, does 2 of nothing, but it increases your damage when you chain. I'm explaining these really dumb. So HP, attack, and chaining, basically. You'll also notice that they're colored like something. There are ways to unlock other things or and abilities where you have to have upgraded by a certain number of these. So like sometimes you could just go through and try to get all reds. I will mention though that the game wants you to try to be somewhat balanced. So you might say, I want to just go through and just get the red gems. After you take like 2 or 3, the game's going to say, yeah, but you probably need to get some attack too. So all of a sudden the red's not going to be an option and you're going to have to pick blue or green instead. And Taito says, this game looks kind of fun. I might have to try it. It is fun. And I'm belaboring this because I just have this need to always like over-explain things. So we're going to get to where it's actually fun in a minute. I promise. It's just, I found it very intimidating when I started, especially because you will absolutely lose when you first go in. And that will make you sad. And I almost quit. I was like, how can I have gone into this thing like 5 times into this dungeon and I can't beat the first boss? I thought I was doing something wrong. No, you just have to keep going in. It's the length of the game. Like you saw, I've played for 45 hours. I would say I didn't beat it for the first time until like 20 hours in. Can you do it before then? Absolutely. You're just better at the game than I am. But don't give up. And then he said, hey, I got a free tutorial before I start. Can't complain about the pro tips. Alright, so I have to defeat these guys without getting hit, which shouldn't be too hard. It's just some of these, and I always get hit by the penguin because their attacks are hard to tell where they're going. So like that. I am able to sometimes not get hit. And when you defeat a challenge, you can get more chests or better chests. This time I just got 2 chests, but oh, look, and a key. So you'll see I do have the 2 keys already. I must have already put that statue on because I like having the keys because they help unlock other stuff. So I beat the challenge. I forgot what I was saying, but I'll go back. what I was saying in a minute, but yeah, it is fun. Oh yeah, the game wants you to be balanced with those gems, so you know, as balanced as you need to be. I gotta get back into the swing of things, because I'm usually a little. Usually takes me about an hour to beat a run, but I'm also slow. Alright, so it should go pretty fast, and I like the arrows will tell you where you're missing a bad guy, so if you feel like you haven't defeated a room yet, just follow the arrows, they'll tell you where to go. I do want to quickly show, you push the minus button to bring up your map. So you can see where each room has, where you can see the exit, so the different places you can go, like what's attached to how big the floor is. So this floor is pretty small. If you've gone into a room, it'll light up this light gray, the ones that are attached to it. But you can see like this one has a hallway over here on the right, but I haven't been in that room, so I can't see what might be next. And then you can see on this one, there's, this is the room I'm in. It's a 2-story room, so like there's an exit up here. And this confused me at first because I'm dumb, but there's an exit at the top. And then there's also this exit at the bottom. So that's what you're looking at here. So I'm in this room now, and you can see I can exit out this bottom. So let's go in there. It's a dead end. Dead ends are usually either something fun like a shop or one of those crystal rooms, or it's the exit. So let's see. It's a very fun one. I think this is the one that gives you a Lilliput, or it's an accessory. I can never remember. The one has a purple hat and the other one has a gold hat, so let's see. Okay, this is an accessory that you get to choose. So I've got the life brooch, which gives me 40% power, and it increases my max HP by 30%. The Tempest ring is 60 power, and it increases my wind damage for every wind Lilliput I have by 10%. And then the Frost Guard earrings, which are 20 power, and they increase my resistance to frostbite, and which is kind of like in Pokemon where you can like freeze someone. So it protects me from having that happen to me, and then it'll hurt you. So you'll also notice that these have stars to rate them. So like this is a 3-star ring, and this is like a 2-star brooch. This has to do with rarity. When you're first starting out, when you're very new, you're gonna have to come in here many, many times. And at the end of every run, whether you die or whether you leave or whether you complete the game or get to like the story part where then it sends you back, at the end, they're going to tally up all of the Lilliputs and all of the accessories that you found while you were in there, and you get the currency, I think they just call it mana, or the mana, or whatever. You get the payout based on the rarity and the number of your items. So you always want as many items as you can, and when you're first starting out, absolutely go for the highest ranked things. You're going to be running into like mostly 1 and 2 stars when you very, very first start. You're not going to make it to the end, so sometimes don't try. So like if I was just starting out, I probably would just take this Tempest ring because it's got the highest thing. Now I don't have any wind Lilliputs, and I don't know if I'm going to go for a wind build. So as far as damage for trying to beat the last like the big bosses and stuff, it's not going to do me much good. I'm better off going with this if I'm trying to beat the round. I hope that makes sense. So new players, when you start, just aim for the most stars so you can get as much cash, because you're going to have to be going in here, and the cash helps you update or upgrade your wind ship. I'm going to go ahead and take this. So it seems... Is it antithetical? Or it doesn't seem like it's a good choice, but for my current build, since I'm going... I guess I'm going normal. I won't say I'm just going to have normal Lilliputs, but yeah, or if I'm mostly going for other things. I don't really care about the resistance personally, because I try not to get hit. Okay, this is the other thing. I'm sorry. Finish my thought. I don't have Cypress here to keep me on track, but...
That's the only part I heard.
Yeah, okay. That's the only part she heard her name, so... yes, always, when you're very, very first starting, be gentle to yourself and just take the highest number of stars. Now what I'm going to do is show you quickly that it always lets you quick travel on your map. So if you've been to a room and it's got that darkened color, you can just travel to a room. This is why I said before, if you have full health and you drop something, or maybe you don't. Maybe you're like, I got my health back, but let's say you were down to like 300 health right now. You don't really need to get a health herb because you've got most of your life. If a life herb fell out of a chest or something, just don't collect it. Don't step on it or don't step near it and leave it there, because you can always come back later and pick it up. So sometimes it's better to not pick something up, or but it won't let you accidentally pick it up. If I had full health and I tried to pick up a life herb, it's like, nah, and it just stays there, which I think is very fair, because it could say, oh, okay, you picked it up, but you didn't need it. You know, it's like using a potion. You know, Pokemon stops you and says, hey, you know, using that potion's not going to do anything for them, but you don't want to use your super potion if you only have like 3 hit points missing, right? So that's one of my hot tips. Okay, so now I'm going to go in this room. Again, just matching A. I can use my... this is the quick attack. And this one is just a slide past. So the ZR button, when you dash, you can get through bad guys. You can move through them. And then, of course, the attack dash will attack them. So it is handy to remember that you've got this other dash. If this one, the one on the right, oops, doesn't do damage, but it is good for moving around really quick. And that's the part that I'm not good at, because I'm sure people use it, and you can use it as much as you want, whereas the other two have a charge to them. But yeah, to get the combos and stuff, I bet that's what people are doing. They're using low power Lilliput's and that dash. Look, I got another thump. Now I can show you something. So I'm going to... Oh, they added something. R or hold R to auto. Oh, that's new. We're all learning something. So when you can, I guess, tap R to pick it up, but I held R and it put him in my skill slot. Now that one's, and then you said, take the highest stars and be strategic with my heals. Got it. Will this be on the test? Absolutely. And it's not multiple choice. You have to write essay questions. Anyway, yeah, so look, I put him in my skill swap over here. This is what I wanted to mention earlier about where it says reach max level to unlock. At first I thought that meant you had to be max happiness with him, that then it would unlock this. So when you unlock it, it gives him increased 5% when he's in my inventory. So that just means he just has to be over there in my stock. I don't have to be using him, and he'll give me that damage 5%. But what do they mean by max level? When you collect duplicate Lilliput's, they actually help to increase each other. So you can use them. So you could have, let's say you got 5 thwomps. You can have them all on your bar, or you can have 1 thwomp and he's just super strong. Now these guys are both strong, so it's like, I don't know how to explain it. He's like a duplicate. So any thwomp you have is now he's 2 times as strong. They're maxed out when you have 3 of them. So I even think when I picked him up, it showed you like his progression. So now I've got 2 thwomps. I don't have to have him here. I can take him off. Oops. They made a button for that. So now I've got an extra one down here. I think what I'm actually going to do is just put him here. So it'll go thwomp thwomp. So I've got 2 of them. But now he's like a level 2. If I get a 3rd one, this will automatically be unlocked. So sometimes when you're trying to pick, like, there might be a super strong one in like one of those chests that you open, you can pick which one you want. Sometimes you might want to go for the really strong one, but if you've already got 2 thwomps, you might as well go for 3. Or if you have a pretty decent one, but then there's like a really awesome one, but you've already got 3 of the pretty decent, but now you got a chance to have 4 of the pretty decent. So there's some strategy here. Sometimes going for the biggest thing isn't always the best, unless it's stars, because remember, that's on the test. You want to have all your stars. So I'm going to leave my thwomp there, but that's what they mean by max level. So there is a tutorial, and there's always some, they have everything laid out so that you can go back and review, which I appreciate. But some of the things they didn't explain, and I'm not going to even say it's translated badly. I think it's just how else are you going to explain it? Max level. How are you going to explain max number of these guys in your party? You know, it's something you just learn. And you can see them lined up behind me, how they all have like a kind of a bluish color. They're like ghosts or something like that. When you've maxed one, they'll be yellow. They'll glow, and they'll be very vibrant and pretty. So you can max more, you can max as many as you possibly can. So both of my thwomps would be yellow if I had a third thwomp, but I don't. So, I hope that makes a little bit of sense. And here's an example with this HP. My HP is already maxed, so I can't pick up that healing herb. Let me go to my map. And you see the little green leaves? That's showing you that in that room is a healing plant. Maybe you defeated a whole bunch of bunnies. I don't know if there are bunnies in this. Anyway, you defeated a whole bunch of enemies and you left and you missed picking up an orb, a key, a present, like those little presents you can give to... That was a dog coughing. It really sounded like something rude, but... Are you okay? She got too hot?
She got too hot, yeah, she was snuggle.
Aw, snuggle. Anyway, she's okay. Yeah, the little presents you can give to like Zipper and everybody. You okay? You got all hot? Okay. I promise this floor is going to be the only tutorial that I'm giving unless you have questions. Anyway, but it'll show up here so you can see if you missed anything and you can go back for it. Like this herb, I probably won't need to come back for it unless I get hurt. So it just stays there, but the game is nice and it doesn't make you like accidentally pick it up. All right, on to the next room. So I won't miss it if I have one of those max combos. That's good to know. Correct. Yeah. All right. Kill these. You'll also find, and I think it is satisfying when you finally, like, you're having difficulty in this game with a boss, or even just a level. Like sometimes there are some enemies, depending on if you go up or down, like I was saying before, when you choose a path. Some of the enemies are really unforgiving. I love Sophia, and we'll get to her, but her attack is cheap and cheats because it's like a homing missile that follows you for way too long. So sometimes fighting like that, even just that area, she's not a boss, but it's just so hard. So I will say with this game, just keep going in, keep getting more money, keep getting stronger, pick up the presents to be friends with your Lilliput's, especially the first 3 starty guys, because you're going to trade them out pretty quick as you progress, but you're not going to make it without them, so they're your OGs. Oh, quickly on the map, I'll show you. So it looks like oh, you can't really see it. Anyway, this is a doorway. Maybe I can show it on a different map. So it's showing you the doorways. So when you're first starting out, it's going to make you just pick one door at a time. But as you progress, then you can pick new doors. So the megalithic canopy is like the top road, and then the great wood base is the bottom road. I have played this game for, you saw, like 45 hours now, and I don't remember what bad guys are in which up or down. I just go based on what the bonus is. So if I go in this bonus, I'm going to get more items when I open crates. And if I go in this way, I'm going to get more fire type rewards. So maybe more the accessories are more likely to be fire based. The Lilliput's are more likely to be fire based. So if you're doing a fire build, you probably want to go through the fire door. And then if you're just like me and you're just doing normal things, you would just go through the normal door. Now the grayed out thing won't be available until you get to a certain point in the game. But you see those little maps? It says I have a 96 out of 3. The little mappy thing, you can upgrade when you go through the door and then unlock that second. So you can get 2 upgrades when you go through if you use some of those little map guys. And you get those little map guys from beating the big boss guys. So this this reward would be more accessories. So I would get more bracelets and earrings and things. And if I go through this way, I'll get a Lilliput cauldron. So, you know me and having little friends follow me. I think I'm gonna have to go with the Lilliput cauldron. Because accessories is good. I don't really care about items. Items would be like keys and herbs and stuff like that. So we're just gonna go in here. So you push R. If you accidentally push R and you're like, oh wait, I didn't see what the other one was, you can go back. So that's another thing I want to stress is that you can go back. So when you're on this, you would push B to go back and you can change your door. Like, oops, I made a mistake. which I think is nice and forgiving. You can push A to just keep going, or you can push Y, and activate means that I'm going to use 3 of those little things to activate that little put cauldron. So I'm going to do that. Go through the door. That's a life lesson, folks. Be kind to those who supported you from the beginning. Exactly. Even if they're weird little mice and dudes. But yeah, it's something I didn't do. See, I was like, oh, I'm going to give gifts to all these other more fancy people, and these guys are all normal level. What you quickly realize is you always get Huey, Dewey, and you always get Huey, Ratty, and Thwomp. So they're always there just in case you get crap stuff later. Or maybe you have a really bad run and you never run into any like super powered awesome. But if those guys are strong, they'll help you. Plus they'll also they always add to your final bonus, so the other star points don't change. But okay, one last thing I think. This is a heal cauldron. It's a health potion thing. You unlock this as you upgrade your airship, as you get the money and update it. This is healing potion, so you can come back here and you see those little bottles I have next to her. There's the L button. That would be to drink a potion. So you got 4 little potions you can bring with you to heal. So as you get into the really hard rooms of the bosses, those are very important to have. This restocks all of them. Now you want to keep that in mind, because if you first start out, let's say I drank one of the bottles, so I came in here with 3. Your impulse is, oh, restock, get all 4. Don't do that. You can come back to this room, go through the floor, and before you leave through the door, that's when you come back to this room and refill. Because whether you used 1 or you used all 4, this thing will restock all of them. So that's another pro tip that you only learn from from trying. Okay. Let's go ahead and just play this, and if anything comes up, you either ask a question or I will. Yeah, you feel really powerful after you get some of the upgrades and stuff. And depending on the little puts you get. I forgot I have an extra jump. Yeah. The different presents that drops at random. Oops. 1 second, I have to help Cecily. The presents drop at random. They can get very ornate and they give more points towards love. But other than that, there's nothing actually in the gift. I guess it's got whatever Lilliput's like, it's got them in there. But that's random. Okay, so you can see the mini maps up at the top. So I think I'll just go down the lower floor. The gem. See, so this time, which is interesting because I took red last time, but anyway, it does try to force you. I thought it was based on how many you took. Maybe they changed that, because I would always go red, 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 red. Give me as much health as possible. I'll go ahead and pick the green. So now you can see I'm a B rank. I'm 1251 power of myself. Okay, so now this room has a colorful bad face. This is one of the new rooms they added, where you can take on super strong enemies, and I think this also has like some traps in it, and then you get different rewards. So I don't like there's one where you like pop balloons or something. I don't like that one, but yeah, so this is like, there's regular bad guy rooms where you fight some kind of strong bad guys and you see how you do, but this one's more colorful, so this has stronger bad guys. We're only on the second room, so I think I can probably handle them. So here's where, okay, I guess they call it Elemental Monster Lair. So if I do the red, I have to defeat them without getting hit, and if I do that, I get a fire reward chest, and I get a 1 chest added per challenge cleared. But this would be my first challenge, so I guess ice gets me an ice chest, or wind gets me a wind chest. I'm not any of these builds. I guess I'll go ice. I don't think I've done ice. I usually do wind builds, so I'll do ice. So I'll have icicles that I have to dodge, and also try not to get hit. But the good thing is, if I don't win, it's not that big a deal. Okay. If I lose the challenge, where it says defeat the foes within the time limit, oh no, I got hit, so I don't get that extra bonus. So this would be a good place to come and train for doing the mode where you try not to ever get hit. So I didn't get the bonus, but you do still get a reward. So what did I get? I got a frozen clip. Okay, and then this thing, whoops, my burst gauge. So we haven't gotten there yet, but the one attack that Noah actually does that's her own attack is called a burst gauge, which has to do with her avatar. So you can see right below her picture, now there's a little purple glowing orb. Those build up in charge based on that red bar that's to her side, and you get that built up by how many attacks you do and how much damage you're dealing. So my red bar is about halfway up, but you can also get these purple things that automatically refill it. So my also suggestion is if you've got both of your burst gauges built up and you get another purple one, that means you basically got a free, or like you get a purple one in a chest. Go to a room, just use up your burst gauge, and then come back and get that and fill it up again, because it'll stay there. Just, okay, so I'm hurt, but not that badly, so I could have fast traveled, but I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so let's go up. That's another small room. Oh wait, no, this is accessories. The little puts have the gold, and the accessories are purple. Alright, so reduce damage, increase fire, or increase chance to inflict. Well, I'm not going to inflict if I don't have any fire, and I don't have any fire damage, so for me, I'm just going to go ahead and reduce the damage. Keep going here. Right, so my hit goal is to hit 10 in a row attacks. And this is where I'm so bad at it. My playstyle is kill it all with fire, or if you don't have fire, just hit it a lot. So I almost never get these hits in. I'm just bad at chaining. So I don't stress. If it's something that you're not like, and sometimes it's like, maybe you're not, cause like me, you're not good with not getting hit. Just go about your life and don't worry about it. Because it's not worth stressing over. Okay, here we go. I can show you before I go in there. So this room, it looks like, to me it always looks like a hat or something, but it's actually a doorway. So that means that's the exit room, so I don't have to go in there. So I'm going to fast travel. So I already did that. I'm going to fast travel back here. The hypocrisy about the star rule is real. Yeah. I don't need any money. If I needed the money, I would have taken all of it. I've already finished, unless they added something. That's a good point. So yeah, I already have like 400,000 of the money. I have nothing else to spend my money on at this point. So yeah, I'm a little bit hypocrite. Do as I say, not as I do. I always forget to use my regular dash. It's not as much fun as the charge dash. Well, I usually do things within the time limit. Okay, and here's another room that we've not seen before. This little green basket, that's the shopping center. I don't know. Shopping village, what do they call it? Store. So this little guy, he sells you things. So the coins that you get when you're in here, you can see I have 2,700, you can spend at this shop. So if you're hurt, you can go ahead and buy one of these. I used to do that a lot. And you can, but once you get potions, you don't really need to do that. You can buy a key, which I do suggest buying keys because they'll unlock boxes that get you more little puts and accessories. I already have 4 keys and I haven't come across a chest yet. So I'm just gonna not for right now. Sometimes these 2 are always there. And then you'll get some kind of random accessory, and then, oh, they added something at the end there. So then there's an accessory, and there's always 2 little puts. So it's always a medical herb, always a key, some kind of accessory, and then 2 different little puts. So there's Angela, and I'm definitely taking Tristan. And there's Tristan. So he's a fire one. He's one of the strongest ones in the game. So there goes my hypocrisy again, where I said go ahead and sometimes you don't need to take the strongest one. You always have to take Tristan. And I don't know what this is. Conflagrant Regalia adds an explosive follow-up after defeating a foe. That's new. Oh, but if I buy it, I can't get Tristan. Alright, I'm gonna buy it because it's new and I've never done it. But yeah, it used to stop here, but this isn't actually, this is a brand new, like... They added it. Buy it! Okay, great. So I added an explosive after I beat someone. Now, I only need 300 more to be able to buy Tristan's, 300 more gold. So it's possible I'll be able to get that much gold before I have to leave. I wish you could sell things. You know? Like, I don't need some of these, like, water accessories, so maybe that's coming. Is Tristan your favorite? My favorite is actually... And don't tell him I forgot his name. Crap. He's an archer. He's a wind archer. Tristan is my favorite of the elite, I guess I would say. They kind of follow, you know, like the king, queen, jack, that kind of thing. Tristan's kind of in that family. So, yes. So the answer of all of the little pits, no, he's not my favorite, but of the really strong, awesome ones, he and Tomoe are my favorites. But yes, Tristan is a godsend. Definitely always love Tristan. So I would put him definitely in my top 3 of all. He's my favorite of like the elite powered ones. I don't often do a fire build, but if I come across Tristan, even if I'm doing wind, maybe take Tristan. So yeah. Oh yay, my little put cauldron. Let's see. Maybe Tristan's in here. Nope. So I've got Felicity, Doomflap, and Chuck. Chuck is another one. I don't know why they did this to all the wind ones, but you can kind of see in his little picture. Chuck is one that does like an uppercut, and he brings you with him. I don't like Chuck. He's much better as an enemy because he just runs around kicking you. But as far as using him, I don't like Chuck. So here I am going hypocrisy again. Doomflap is cute. He's like a little dragon that he shoots fireballs. And then there's Felicity, who has a giant hammer. So I do like Doomflap's cute, but I'm gonna go Felicity because then she'll match with Tristan because Tristan's fire as well. So let's go ahead and get Felicity. And oh, it's Rox Hero. Hello, this looks interesting. Yes, this is a roguelike adventure kind of attacky game where you pick up little guys to help you fight. I'm in tutorial mode, so I've just been explaining things to death. Oops. Oh, well, okay. She's in my special slot, so actually I'll leave her there so she can do her special ability. So you can trigger 2 different ones to have special abilities. You can either use Y or X, so you get 2 that can do like super powerful moves, and then you'll see she's got a timer she has to recharge. So let's go in here. This is a trap room. Alright, not so much traps. Sometimes, okay, let me go to my map. So it's got the, like, oops, I took a picture. It's got the little teeth on it. So it's supposed to represent traps. So sometimes there's like a maze with like traps that you have to like try to either dodge or you can use a key to bypass them. But this trap room, it just has 2 regular chests. This is kind of like a freebie. You get the chests. Will I get enough money to get Tristan? No. They're not giving me much money. Alright, whatever. 2 regular chests, and then these big red chests, you can see they have a lock on them. So if I go in front of them, I can use one of my keys to unlock it, and I might as well. And that'll have something pretty good in it. It had Tristan in it! It was meant to be! Yeah, I've got Tristan! Okay, there's my boy Tristan. I love Tristan. Okay, so I'll go ahead and show you his attack. So if I push X, Tristan will do his special attack. So he shoots fire at the ground. He actually is probably sometimes better just his regular attack. Oops, sorry, wrong button. His regular attack. Let's see. Yeah, I want to switch him out with Thwomp. I can just leave Thwomp there because I prefer the special attacks are sometimes they're mostly like the strongest, but they have a charge down. So if you can kill things without needing to use special attacks, so I like Tristan over there. So I don't know if I can get him. but yeah, okay. But he just brings his sword down, but he's very strong. So we love Tristan. Oh, hello, Dwayne. Welcome. I don't know if you've been here before, but welcome. We're playing Little Noah, as you can see. So I'm just doing in my tutorial mode, going through. Just got one of my favorite little puts. Yeah. All right. So I think we're almost done with this floor. It worked out that I got Tristan. I'm not even gonna complain. So now what I can do is I can go back over here, like I told you before, because you can fill up at any time. So I'm gonna go ahead and drink one of my potions. Whoops. Drink one of my potions. So I got all healed, and now you see one of my bottles down there. It's empty. So I'm just gonna go over here and restock. So that's something to keep in mind. When you first start out and open it, like you have one bottle and refill, you know. But yeah. All right. I'm making no sense. Let's just go to the next room. Okay. All right, we're about to do our first boss. Now, when you first play, you're not going to do well on the boss unless you're like I'm sure there's excellent players, but you have to be pretty strong. But you also have to learn how to read the boss's movements. It's like a very low caliber Cuphead fight. So this is the queen. So you have to watch her her attacks. Oh, yeah, she did that twice. She's got different sets, so you're just gonna watch her, and then she's gonna do this. You dodge. And you can't be impatient. Like you're gonna want to just like straight out attack, but okay, here we go. Ready? Oops, wrong button. Alright, this is her. Oh, she's got a rabbit! Like that's a new one. Anyway, so that's a burst gauge. She kind of moved, and that also... I'm not very strong because I don't have an elemental attack. But, anyway, I'm also not explaining it. This is not actually the first boss when you are playing just as you're... like the first time through. You'll actually be fighting... I think it's king, so you can see she's queen. So to keep things mixed up, whoops, that was a pain. There's king, queen, jack. You know, you unlock new bosses. They try to keep it somewhat fun and exciting, but it's watching the movements. So you might need to take a time where you're just learning how to dodge before you worry about actually trying to attack. And Titus says, "Finally, my water is boiled. Stepping away to make macaroni and cheese." Ooh. Hey look, Storm Dragon! And I got one of those elemental gates. Enjoy. I'm glad you weren't watching your water. It would have taken like 4 times longer. Okay. So anyway, yeah, my suggestion on bosses is don't worry when you die the first 5 times you run into the very first boss. It's you, but it's not your fault. You're supposed to go in and build up and get stronger. Okay, so I can get an accessory, or I can get little puts, and you know me and my little puts, so I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna activate that. We're gonna Azure Aeroducts. Azure Aeroducts. Okay, so remember before, at the very, very beginning, if you give presents to Zipper, he will show up sometimes, like the second to last dungeon, to give you whatever you bribed him. Either money or stuff. So I think I'm getting money and 1 accessory? Okay, money and 1 Lilliput. And look who it is. It's my girl Sophie. So Sophie is horrible to fight as a boss, I mean, as an enemy. But she's pretty good to have on your team. So I'm going to have to make the hard decision now. I think I'm going to have to take Ratty off. And I'm gonna put Sophie on, but I'm gonna put her here. So Sophie, when she's, well, I guess her skill might be, yeah, her skill is to do the, like sucks the bad guys in. But when you're fighting her as a boss, or as a mob, I'm sorry, I keep saying boss. She's not a boss, she's just a regular mob. But she sends out like this homing beacon thing, that like homing black circle of death. So I wish she did that as a Lilliput when she's working for you, but she's still really good. She's a good yeah, she's a good one to have. Alright, so I got a little hurt in the battle. My excuse is that it has been a couple months since I last played. Rascal. Okay, so Rascal is a non-hurting mob who has a lot of money in his bag. So you do want to kill him. He escapes after a while. Yeah, I got him. But he takes a lot of hits, and if you're not super strong, you're probably not going to beat Rascal. And then you're going to get the sad message that says Rascal escaped, and you probably were... I got a second one. You were probably really close to killing him, and so you really are feeling disgruntled. If you're not going in with a really good set of skills or powers or something like that, don't worry about killing Rascal. He gives you like 1,000... Well, maybe not even 1,000. He gives you a lot of gold, but don't drive yourself nuts trying to kill him until you've powered up some stuff and you're doing better. Because you're going to just run around chasing him, getting hurt, not paying attention to anything but him, and then he's going to escape, and then now you're half health and lost him anyway. So Rascal is like a bonus for when you're stronger, so aim for it. I remember the first time I killed Rascal, I was like, so excited. Alright. So I've done a red and a green. Might as well just do a blue. So when I attack distant foes, I don't really have anybody who's distance attack, but such is life. Alright, so let's see if I can do this room's challenge, which is to attack them without getting hit. Nope. I wasn't paying attention to the giant swamp guy. Okay, yeah, these penguins. These are not the penguins. The penguins that I have a problem with, I think it's called a king penguin. Their attacks are so hard for me to judge where they're going. They're also foes that, like, they throw they lob a ball and then, like, the ground catches on fire or whatever. That fire lasts forever, so you're like, oh, okay, he threw the ball and I'm gonna wait for the fire to dissipate and then I can jump there. But it doesn't go away as fast as you thought, and then you end up stepping in it. Ugh. Yeah, Penguin Knight. Okay, he's not a king, he's just a knight. But yeah, Penguin Knight. Reaper. Reaper's one of my favorites. So there's Penguin Knight. He hits you with a fish. He's better as an enemy than he is as a friend. There's Thwomp, so I could max out my Thwomps. Or I could get Reaper, who's really, really awesome. So I'm just gonna go ahead and oops, my finger slipped. So I could have maxed out Thump, but I'd rather have Reaper. I don't follow my own. Whoops, wrong button. I don't follow my own suggestions sometimes. So here's Reaper. He's a water element type. So he throws a scythe, and then his skill is to do a gigantic scythe. So guess where this guy is going? Yeah, so I love Reaper. Not as much as I love Tristan. And I might not even love him as much as I love Tomoe. My suggestion in my, like, how to play this game was to always have someone in the front who attacks quickly. So that's why sometimes I'll even keep either Ratty or Huey. I'll keep them for longer than I probably should, because I like that quick attack. When you run in and you see a bad guy, you just want to attack him. If you put someone like, even like Tristan, in your first slot, he has to do the wind up and then the pitch, and so there's a lag before you actually hit them. So think about your fighting style. Mine is attack it. So I don't typically put someone slow in the front. But that's why I keep mentioning Tomoe, because she's one of the higher level Lilliputites, but she's also a quick attacker. Her and Lionel, who's also fire. I guess I like fire. Anyway, so you can see the key. I think I will buy a key this time. It's only $300. Burst gauge fills 10%. My burst gauge is that little purple thing. So it'll build faster with the more wind Lilliputites I have, but I don't have any, so that'd be kind of a waste. Reduce the fire damage I take, which I don't really care about. Water wheel is a... Oh, this time it gave me 2 accessories. Okay. So maybe it's sometimes 2 accessories and 1 Lilliput or something like that. And then water wheel is just a mid-level water Lilliput. Oh, what's this? Meteorite emblem. Adds a meteorite blast to your 5th Lilliput's attack when 5 fire Lilliputites are in your attack lineup. Whoa! I'm going to pass because I'm not a fire build, but holy crap if you were. Again, as it's saying, that's new. It adds a meteorite blast. So it would add a meteorite blast to Tristan if I had 5 fire Lilliputids. Do I buy it? I'm not a fire build. I won't buy it. I might need it for later. But that's cool. They're adding new things that can determine how you're building things, which I'm sure is excellent if you're doing like the hard try not to get hit mode. That would have been really, really helpful. But yeah, so whew. Okay, let's go to a trap room. And I have 3 keys, so I could skip the traps, but I will tell you, when you have potions, just go ahead and try doing the traps, see how you do. So I'll show you. Every trap room, this is like, you can see there's like a gauntlet that I have to go through. Or if you have a key to spare, you can just come down here and use a key to unlock this door, and then you can go down there and get to the treasure chest. If you have a lot of keys to spare, that's probably the way to go. But I've got so many healing potions and I can still refill it that I'm better off just trying to parkour and see if I can do it. Which is kind of fun. The problem is this is not a platforming game. So sometimes landing on things is harder. This one isn't too bad of a, you can just run on the spikes. Yeah, you take some damage, but whatever. You saved a key and now I can open it. The queen! Alright, she's good, but not that great. And I'm not a water build, and I don't really need her to help me out. Okay, so if you hold R, it must automatically put them somewhere for you. Alright, so not too bad, but never be discouraged if you get a Lilliput that you don't need to use, but it's like super strong, because you're gonna get the payout at the end, and all that matters is money. Alright, this is the one I'm not gonna, well, I can do it to try it to show you what it's like, but I don't like these stages because I'm bad at them. I only like the stuff I'm good at. So this bonus stage is he will set up some moving markers that I have to attack. So there's really no bad guys. There will be traps, so you can get hurt, but and you have to kill a certain number to get a certain level of prize. So it's free to do. If you're good and quick, yeah. So you gotta. I am not very fast. So. It also depends on how good, like, your Lilliputids and where they're going to attack. This is someplace like where having Chuck wouldn't be really fun, unless you know how to use them really well. Because they will just take you wherever they want to go, and then you're gonna miss hitting their stuff. I didn't do too badly, but you can see, like, I didn't even make it to the 2nd level chest. I was 1 point short. So I'm not good at those things. I don't like being timed, but if you're good at them, or maybe you have someone who has like a spread shot. Drake, okay, he's a little lizard guy with a sword. Pick him up, but yeah. So that's what those rooms are. This other room, actually, these little square rooms are usually, there's something in here for you. Or maybe it's always, I'm just not paying attention. Ooh, another Lilliput. Freya, she's very good. Drake and Doomflap. Well, following my own suggestions and following my heart, I would go with Freya. She... actually... I didn't mean to do that. I don't know why I do that. I guess because I've been playing too much Pokemon. And that the X buttons opens your menu. Let's see. Alright, so... Queen is pretty good. So let's swap out Sophie for Queen and Freya with that guy. Okay, so I know Huey is lower, but as I said before, plus Huey's a level 2 because I have 2 Hueys. I like his quick attack, and until I get someone better, like I said, like Tomoe or Lionel, might as well just keep him, because I like that quick attack. He's also good for like breaking boxes. Alright. Achieve my kid goal of 15. I can never even get to like... Whew, see, that's the fire outlet ground. You could step in and hurt yourself. Alright, so I didn't get it. I'm too strong. I don't know my own strength. Okay, so you can see on the mini map this one coming up. This is just a regular strong bad guy, so not that elemental room like I did before. This is just a regular strong. It's a regular strong, but sometimes it'll give you a boost charge when... Are you panting or licking the couch? Hello? Hello? Are you okay? Alright, let's do this. So I have one burst gauge up already, but I could use a second one. Watch out for that guy. My strategy is to just always keep moving. I'm not good at just like sitting to the side and hoping I don't get hit. So I like to run around and then make sure that I get hit by running into the back. I also haven't been using my my skills. Because I could be using the X and the Y. So the X to call Reaper and the Y to call Freya. I got another Freya! That means she's level 2! That was a good choice. Also because she's awesome. Yeah, I like some little guys. He's so cute. Alright. Let's go back here. Ooh, not there. I like the being able to quick travel though. It's very helpful. Because otherwise you have to go running back and forth to every room. And bleh. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drink this. And then fill that. Nice. I wish that animation weren't so long, but whatever. And then I'm going to travel to the doorway. I was gonna say something. Oh, this is a secret. But I'm actually kind of one day thinking maybe I would like to cosplay Little Nemo and see if I could make a marionette. So that I could have like a little put, but it would be like a puppet that I could make move around. So that's a dream one day. Alright, we got another boss. We're scared. We're scared. Are you scared? Don't be scared. Stop being scared! Don't freak out! Oh no, she died with scared. And I hit the microphone. Oh no, it's Titan. Now Titan can come in a different form. Okay, this is Hammer Titan. There's also like Earth Titan. So you want to let him do his thing, and then you want to dash behind him, and then trigger your burst. And if you're super strong, you hit him in one, so kill him in one. But I don't have an element. I always want to attack him from behind, but remember, don't get haughty and get out of the way when you need to, because then he's gonna do... Yeah, so you gotta watch his... Ah, I was missed! Yeah. You won't get hit if you're all the way in the corner. Reset. So he's got different attacks he can do, you just have to learn how to read them. Like I said, kind of like with Cuphead. Woo! Kind of like with Cuphead. It's just learning how to read his moves. And learning what he does. Woo! So then he's gonna do things for him. I'm gonna do his feet. Swamps. Come, scoot behind him. Don't have any more burst gauges. Definitely easier to have an elemental type to you. Fighting with this carrot has not been... But could you imagine if I had fire type elemental and had that fire type thing? Oh my gosh, I would have killed it by now. Don't think I'm too hesitant, but especially the first time you're fighting. Oopsie! The first time you're fighting these guys, just take your time. Time getting to them. Time when you're hurt. Oh, I keep forgetting to use Reaper and Freya. So you have your burst gauge, but don't forget that you can use your X and Y. But anyway, yeah, so take your time with bosses. When you've got a lot of hit points and things, then you can be a little bit more reckless. Ooh, what's this? Grants Noah a 10% chance of reducing amount of damage taken to 1 when attacked. So I have a chance that when someone tries to kill me, I won't get hit. Which has saved my life in the final boss fights a couple times. So 10% doesn't sound like a lot, but that's like 1 out of 10. Which still doesn't sound like a lot. Alright. I'd like to try to finish this before my hour is up. So that little girl in the hood here, she doesn't hurt you. She heals the enemies that are around. So if you come across her, I can't remember her name now. Felicity? Anyway, whatever her name is, kill her because she's just gonna keep healing everybody, and that's really annoying. Okay. This is a dead end room, so is it a present for me? It's a present for me. Let's get some HP back. Alright. Typically, I would be an S rank or a double S rank by now, but because I took the normal outfit, I went normal. Don't think I need that. Foe's burn becomes immolate, so burn is stronger than immolate, so that's debuffing. Kunoichi is pretty. I don't actually like her attacks, but she's a little water guy. And then here's a flame dragon. Goddess Amelie. Amelie? I have never seen her before. Oh, she costs 1,500. I was like, what's going on with this math? Let's try her. I've never gotten her before. What does she do? When did I unlock her? Oh, is she one that was there that we said I wasn't unlocked? A flurry of whirlwinds devastates anyone in their way. Scores of cyclones launch any hapless bystanders into the air and it may cause dizzy. Let's see. Where could I use you? Let's replace her with... Let's try her in Thwomp's spot. Let's see. Let's see. That's cool. Okay. I'm glad there's new things in the game, right? Alright, so here's another trap room, so I could just go in there and get it. This doesn't look too hard. Let's see, it's not a platformer! Ow! You gotta judge where you need to stand very carefully. So yeah, she could use a little bit of more control. Like she's a little bit like, as you might have seen, she takes, like when you stop, you know, she sometimes takes like that extra step so that her legs are perfectly spaced for her thigh gap there. Another Tristan! Oh, Tristan's Delirium 3! Where is he? He's supposed to be golden. Alright, he's not golden right now, but we've got 3 for Tristan, so that's good. Yeah, anyway, so the platforming is hard with her. They need to revamp that a little. Alright. Toes within the time limit. That means I can still get hit. Okay, so the lizard guy has... we actually came across one. His shield blocks all damage unless you get behind him. So you scoot past him. Remember, you can use your right thing like that, so you can get through. And that was just my regular dodge. I mean, I don't finish myself. Okay, well, you know, Goddess Amelie or whatever her name is, Priestess, whatever. She's doing pretty good. I put her in my 30% up because she looked like she's probably pretty strong. Alright, defeat him without getting hit. If I pay attention, I can do this. Back. Now I'm on a time crunch of my own. Alright, sometimes you can do is set off your guy and then get out of the way and let them do the work. Set off your guy, get out of the way. See, yeah, the shields really... oh, yeah. Shields block it all damage. They can be annoying, especially if they get to where, like, you can't quite get past them. But remember, you got your the right dash. That'll get you past them. So you can get behind them and murder them in the back. Alright. Same difference. Go back. And then drop down here. We still haven't come across my favorite guy. He's in the last round. I can picture him. Why can't I really He's like a succubus, I think. Succubus archer. Whoops. Ace. Alright, there's Make Way. He's just that guy, whatever, blah blah blah. We're all looking at Ace. Waves of destruction from all, a mere swing of the blade. Muster all your spirit and strike down with ferocity. Alright, let's take Ace. And I'm actually going to replace Felicity. Yeah, let's replace Felicity with Ace. Have I had... I think I have had Ace before. He doesn't sound too familiar. But obviously I love my boy Tristan. Ooh, Tristan would be a fun cosplay too. Okay. So I've done everything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the fours, gonna go back here. Blink, 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 blink. And I'm going to go here. I will say sometimes what's smarter, and I keep not doing it, is when you find where the exit room is, just step inside and then go back out, and that way it registers the room and then you can just fast pass back in. Ice and accessories. Ice. Oh, a new crystal. I misread that. Alright, let's go Path of Mists. And I don't care about the rewards. I don't need the money. And here is Jiba. What do you got for me, Jiba? Tristan? Huey. Huh? There's Huey's max. There, okay, it's 4 then. You need 4. See, so now Huey's maxed out. So he's yellow, and he keeps standing behind my pants, the pervert. So his bonus is increases my damage by 5%. So he just needs to be in my inventory. I don't have to be using Huey, but I will still get that bonus. But I haven't found anybody to replace him, so... Okay, so you need... Technically, it has to be, you have to have 4 of them, I guess. I thought it was just 3. Okay. Let's see if we can get through here. Those bears are annoying, because they are taking time bombs, so... Also, I don't know if Hiro, if you're still here, but remember at ESO, there were those yellow bears that you could fight in... Oh crap, I forgot where that place was called. But those yellow bears in, like, that higher level place where you could go. Anyway, those blue bears remind me of that, so... If you're here... Ow. Angela... No. I forgot her name. She's dead. It doesn't matter. I don't need to know her name. Money. Just keep going. What's the matter? Oh, I keep running too far. Accessory. Ooh, what do we got? Increases Nivo's resistance to dizzy. Speed increased by 30. Reveals unexplored sections of the minimap. So... This, you know how like all the rooms are like grayed out at first? This would just show you what all the rooms are, but at this point it doesn't really matter to me, and so I'm just gonna be fast. Because I don't really need to see. I guess if you got that early on it might be kind of helpful. Or if you get it just for free somewhere. Let's go ahead and challenge this, and I will take... Maybe we'll get another Tristan. Let's go fire. There are some that you like. I almost never get the Penguin Knight as a little quit. So, like, some of them you just never use. So you never realize what they do. Woo! I pushed wrong button. Alright. Oh, it's a big one. Get out of the way. Drink some potion. So, let them do your hard work, and then you come back. Okay. Ooh, I beat it within the time frame, so I also get an extra. Alright, what we got? I got a tenacity ring. Increases fire damage by 50% when my HP falls to 30 or less. Trying not to have that happen, but I got my buddy Tristan there. And increases fire damage by 30. Right. Not too bad. I did use one potion, but I still have my refills. Cypress has entered the chat. The chest looks like Gimme Ghoul. Oh, it does look like Gimme Ghoul. Okay, I don't need keys. Adds a fireball when no attacks nearby foe. That might be good. Increases wind damage when I'm in the air. Another Felicity, which I'm not even using her. Ocean.
Oh, she here.
Yeah. She's new. Let's go ahead and get her. I don't know if I've ever used her. I feel more like I think Ace was added the last time before, but yeah, Queen or Goddess Amelie, she's new, and Ocean throws a giant snow crystal, shoots ice shards in all directions, and causes frostbite. Let's use her in my actual lineup, and let's replace my girl Freya. Alright, let's try her where Huey goes. Let's see how fast she attacks. See, there's a charge up. She has to do her little dance first. Maybe, okay, let's put... Yeah, let's put Freya. Oh, no. No. I didn't mean to do that. Let's do that. I think Freya's... That's fine. Everything's fine. She'll be fine. Can't use Huey forever. I like how Cypress is a mod. Oh. Went ahead and made yourself a mod, I guess. But that's good because then that means that you can make me a mod and then I can kick bad people out of your chat when you stream by yourself.
Can I make you a mod or does Tier 2 Works have to make you a mod?
I think Tier 2 Works has to make you a mod.
I think that's how I must have done it.
Yeah. Well, that's good though.
We got a mod in the chat. We all
yeah. We need to have like 4 mods for all 3 people who watch us. You guys need to settle down. That's all I can say.
I was gonna type in there like boobs, boobs, boobs.
Oh yeah. All right. You know what? Stop it. Storm Dragon. Man, this game really wants me to have Storm Dragon. She's bouncy. What did that mean? I've never seen that before either. So, see, they do update this game, I'm telling you. Because every now and then I'll see, like, you know, it updated. Oh, that's nice. Have you added more level to the game? No. Exactly. I'm sure it'll be like a DLC or an expansion that you have to buy, but that's okay. I think it's worth it. This is it seems confusing maybe. I don't know how you guys feel. Maybe played things like this before. To me, it's kind of confusing. It does become one that you can just kind of relax to. I will say, I want to point this out before I forget, because if you're new, uh-oh, I have to beat them at that time. Never mind. I'll tell you in a second. Alright, I think she's doing okay. Alright. Collect my presents. It's a healing herb. Okay. Alright, before I forget. If you're new and you're like, oh my gosh, I know I'm not going to beat this. I've gotten so far. I don't want to fight these bad guys. They really suck. If you go in here... Is it in here? I forgot where it was. If you quit... System? Yeah. If you give up, you still get to have all of the stuff you collected. I thought when you give up, they kick you out and you're like, you just wasted an hour of your time. If you're playing this, oh, you can also save at any point, like when you save and quit, it saves exactly where you were. So where I'm standing, everything I have, the bad guys I defeated, that's exactly where it saves you, that's exactly where you start. So if this is taking you a long time, or you made it really far and you don't want to give up, you can save and quit, no problem. If you give up, it makes it sound like you're going to lose everything. What they mean is you're not going to be able to come back in here with the stuff you have. But you will, you do, I confirmed this. Even on the video, go watch it. If you give up, you do get your payout for what you already have. So it's not lost. If you're like, you know what, I'm almost to that bad guy. He kicked my butt last time. It's too depressing to try to fight him again. Just give up. Or like me, I sometimes give up because I get to the final guy and I'm like, I just don't want to button mash anymore. I don't need I was just playing to have fun. I don't need the glory. I don't need to watch all those cutscenes, and skip cutscenes, and do cutscenes. Just give up. Just no shame. You get your payout. You get to go home. You might get a little thing from Zipper who's like, "Oh wow, you really suck," and you're like, "Yeah, shut up." But that's not all that happened. Am I dizzy? It's on my head. Is it? Okay.
You have a halo.
I've got a halo.
It's gone now.
Yeah, I was dizzy. Doodly-doodly-doo. Okay. 2 more rooms, and I don't think either of those hurt me. So what I'm gonna do is go here. Driddle to drink my potion. Doodly do my do. So it's interesting. This is her like Alice in Wonderland, I guess, because she fights with a carrot. Alright. Let's go see what's in the tiny room. I don't know why I never noticed. Those perfectly square tiny rooms are always, if they don't have a mark on them, then they're always a present for you. I guess I'll go green. I don't really do the chains very well. Alrighty. Alright. Yeah, there's only 2, as far as I know, unless they change it, there's only 2 levels, so I'm halfway through the second part of the level. So this should be the doggy. Oh no, maybe I'm wrong. Jack. Oops. Alright, come on, Jack. I never said I could do this without getting hit. That was easy. That's it, you did. So the good thing about the burst gauge is you don't have to be exactly near them in order to do it. It just helps. Okay, this is a form of Jack I never really fought very much. So you'll come across them. They won't always do the exact same attacks and things. Alright. Alright, Ace. That was pretty cool. Alright, I'll give it to that to him. He brought his sword back and hit him because I was facing him. So he knew what I meant. Mission achieved. I didn't get too many good things. But my health is all the way back up, so that's good. Alright, so do I want accessories or wind reward? Let's just go accessories. Alright, yeah, so that must be, okay, there's 3 rounds then, so I don't know. I'll keep going. It's not like I have someplace to be, but... I hope the stream health is doing well. It's been saying good. I haven't heard any hiccups. I haven't seen any spam people. So we're not cool enough for them anymore. They can't tell us about where to find locals in my area. But I will say as a... oh, Rascal was here? I didn't even notice. I did have to talk to our internet company today. The internet kept going out, but that wasn't our fault, it was the storms. Anyway, but while I was there, there's always a very nice person at the other end who's like, "You are spending too much money. I can save your dollars." So I'm like, alright, well, how are you going to save my dollars? So yeah, they saved me some dollars, but what they did is they also, and I know it's just like the year special, but whatever, boosted us to the next level of awesome. So instead of 400 whatever we have now, he boosted us to a terabyte of the download, upload, whatever. So that means, because I'm not good at all this internet stuff, but our streams should be more stable and faster. Cypress said, "I have it on mute since I'm editing audio for work, but the visuals are smooth." Well, that's good. Well, thank you for watching me, Cypress. I'm welcome to have you here, and just keep moderating, please. I always have to watch out for my mods, and it's my first time. Thanks. Okay, great. Well, somebody wants to say something. Actually, They don't even have to say something funny. If somebody wants to write something in chat to have it blocked, she should be able to see it before it posts. I don't know how all that works, so maybe we should one day we'll have a stream where everybody just starts saying things that are like, please block my post or something. You'd also be able to time people out, so we all know how Taito can get, and when he just, you know, starts saying those bad words and everything, if you need to time him out so he can think about what he did. Time him out for the 20 minutes so he'll go eat his pasta. Okay, so I won't be busy, I'll be enfeebled. I don't know if this is so you can just like do your own challenge of like, I'm gonna do a no accessories run. But you can see like you don't automatically pick up the accessories, but there's no reason not to unless you're doing a challenge of your own where you're like, I'm not gonna pick up anything but fire accessories or fire Lilliputids. But I've not come across where there's a cap to however many, you know, like when I go in here to look at all my Lilliputids and accessories, I've not come across that there's a limit to how many you can have. They just keep going on, because a lot of them also stack. So, I don't know, but it just lets you have that option, I guess. I wasn't paying attention. Test my skills. Put Taito in timeout, yeah.
Like the pun with his name, timeout.
Oh, you spelled it wrong on purpose. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear her, but she's back there. She's working away, because yeah, without the internet, I technically couldn't work either, but I'd like to see my bosses watch my live stream and find out. I was working. I do have some colleagues who know about this, and I think they subscribe. They always ask, like, wow, you have a YouTube channel? And I'm like, yeah, I do. And they're like, cool. What is it? It's this. Awesome. I wait a couple days and I don't see the announcement that they... So they either looked at it and are like, ooh, or they just didn't. Or we just don't stream with their into. That's fine too. Into everything. It's nice to do. But anyway, my point being that if those people are here and they're hearing me talk, I worked. But it was annoying because I would work for like 20 minutes being able to do all like the internet, like emails and stuff, and then the internet would go out for 20 minutes and I would be waiting. So I was working on some local document stuff, which I need to do, but it's not as time sensitive as the emails that I need to get out, you know. So it is work, it just feels like it should be my work I do in my own time, kind of. You shouldn't feel that way though, you know? What's this? Adds a blizzard blast to my 5th Lilliput. If you're 5 out of blah 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 blah. I'm just gonna save my money. Alright, well, just a couple more rooms. Let's see what's in here. It's nice having a little chat. Maybe we should do that all the time. Have the chat nearby. Using my little old Chromebook. Still hanging in there. Keeps warning me that the version of Google it uses is gonna stop working soon. I don't know if that means my whole thing stops working, or is it just the support's going down? Extra gold would have been helpful at the beginning, but I'm gonna go with this. Because now when I dash in the air, I have fire! And let's go to the trap room. Anyway, I think I was saying before and then I just sometimes stop talking, but it is a relaxing. So sometimes like my brain doesn't even want to play Pokemon. You know, I don't want to do it, or I want to do this or that. But this is kind of like mindless fun. And like I said before, if it feels like it's dragging on, just quit. Go as far as you want, and if you're like, wow, I really am doing really well, I just don't want to play anymore, save and quit. If you're like, meh, I don't like this, and I'm done. Just exit. These things, I'm a double S rank. There was one run that I did where I didn't want to fight the final boss, but I was so strong. I was like, I don't want to, but I felt obligated because I was, and I actually beat him, I don't know, 2 minutes? He's got 3 stages, or I guess he's got 2 stages, but yeah. I beat him very quickly. It was like butter. And I was like, I owed it to the world. Alright, we go. And actually, I could feel it the first time I actually finally beat him. It's like, I'm gonna do this. I almost quit because I didn't want to like deal with him and losing again. But I was like, FellHarbor, you feel pretty strong. You should just go ahead and do it. I have a feeling you're gonna win. And I did. So, trust yourself. Taito says, I'm what? No! Oh yeah, we were just teasing. Because it turns out I didn't realize that Cypress is a mod on her other thing. So we're like, oh, we can test out. Because we know how Taito's always acting up. If by acting up, I mean the only person who talks about that. So keep acting up. We like that. It's nice to have a friend to talk to while I'm fighting. Okay, this is the doggy. As long as it's not the green doggy. Darn it! I guess he's a lion? Anyway, for some reason, I have such a hard time with the green one. But I have my 2 blasts. Come up here? Can I come up here? No, of course you're not. You're a jerk! Yeah, I don't like that attack. Can I come up here? You gonna come up here? Here you go. Oh, don't stay there. Oh, I did it too soon. I don't like the green doggy. There's a wind. Fang of the Wind. Now I will say, you know what sucks is that he is not a Littlefoot. He's like one of the only bosses that you can't have. Which I guess you also can't have Titan. You're gonna do that jet thing again. Come over here. I guess I don't like him because he's faster than the other versions. The other versions are easier to read. You gonna do the jets again? Gotta follow my own advice. I wasted one of my boosts, but let's see what this one does. Getting away from walking away from the best game ever again. Yeah. Alright, I gotta give it to Ace. I guess I've just never used him as looking before or as much, because he is new. Frost Dragon. Alright, now we're to the gardens. Almost done. I think I will stream a little longer. No, somebody has to go, like Taito. I don't know how you planned your night. But no, you don't have to stick around. But I'm gonna go ahead and try to just get to the final boss. See how I do. And also, maybe if you don't want spoilers on the final boss. See what I was talking about with Rascal? he died before I even knew if I was attacking him. So you will eventually get strong enough to kill him. And I'm guessing I'm liking that goddess, what's her face? Goddess Ameline? I'm having a good time. Oh, yay! Okay, good. Thanks, Taito. Very much always appreciate your support, but as I say that, also don't feel obligated. I completely understand that people have their own things that they gotta do, or you just don't feel like watching streams. Because there's some people that I watch stream that I'm actually a member of their, like, whatever YouTube subscription you can be. I don't always watch him. Shh, you don't tell him. But he's got a lot of people to watch. He usually has 200 or 300 people watching him, so it's not like he's gonna know I'm not there. But anyway, but yeah, sometimes he's not into it. Okay, so now I do have a lot of keys, but I kind of enjoyed trying this parkour stuff, so let's see how ridiculous this one is. That's pretty specific. No. Oh. Nope. Oh, hey, did you see that? That was the time I could get... I would have gotten hit for 30, but that was the 1 in 10%, the 10% chance that I hit, and it only hurt me for 1. That's what I was trying to say. Is there another one over here? Ow. Ow. No, why am I even over here? I'm gonna die. Alright, just drink a potion. So that one didn't have a cheap way out. There was nothing. I couldn't buy my way out of that one. It's interesting. Alright. Let's go get a present, because I need presents. I hope your mac and cheese was good, Titan. Fire. fire resistance, increase accessory damage, increases amount of gold. I can't remember what accessories I have. I'll take it. Oh, let's go down. Get this other room. Still can't remember the name of my guy that I really like. I haven't gotten to him yet. I think he's in the next round. And if we go up, I want to see his name and be like, oh, I know that. Goddess person. She pretty good. It would be interesting if there was a mode where you could pick which, oh yeah, I guess that's right. Pick which Lilliputians you start with. It's just like almost like a sandbox. Like how strong could you actually get? And I also wonder if maybe people can hack it, you know, just to hack to see, because oh, oh, hey, I like the portmanteau. Starpocracy. I see you in your sneaky ways, Teach. Yeah. Well, you either follow the star path or follow your heart, or yeah. But yeah, again, do as I say, not as I do. Increases ice damage, increases wind damage. Victoria, ooh, who's Hanzo? He's that new guy we've never seen before. But if we follow the star path and our hearts, that's what's gonna get me on Hanzo. Ooh, brand new. Well, that's cool. I'm glad I could experience this with you guys, because how often do I get a... He's a wind! Dices foes in a whirl of slices. Or responds quickly with unsheathed blades. Oh gosh. Let's put... We've got all new people. I guess let's put him where Freya is, just to try him out. He looks really cool. Alright, that's not a good lead attack. That is neat though. Maybe he should be in the middle. She's terrible at the beginning. Alright, let's try Tristan. And let's move him into the middle. Let's move her at the end. Yeah, because Tristan's... That's not too bad. Okay, as a leader, he's not too bad. Ooh, he's cool. Yeah, is it him? I've never seen him before. It would also be cool if they had... Oh, time out. If he and like Kunoichi, because they're both they both look like ninja. If they had like, you could combine their skills, or like if you have both of them in your lineup, they do some other thing. You know, they could add that. They've been adding new things. Oh wait, did I miss some? Not that I need money at this point. I'm almost done with the game so far. Like I said, unless they added something, that'll be interesting. Oh wait, what am I doing? Go back here. Alright, yeah. So yeah, I'm happy to see another wind guy, because like I said, I typically do a wind build. And I think I most recently was working on my wind completion. And I will say, okay, there's Lionel. He's the one who's really good to have in your team, because he's really fast. Okay, that guy is really cute. Like, I think he's hot. And I love the open chest jacket. He sucks to have in your party. His name is Pierce. He sucks to have in your party, but he also sucks to fight as an enemy. So there's a number of them where it's like, man, you really are awesome as an enemy to fight, but when you're in my lineup, you suck. Because Pierce is another one, kind of like, what's his face? Where he like drags you up, and it's hard to judge where he's attacking. So I prefer spread shots or just attack. But, alright. Here. Special combos could be fun. Might make choosing your team even harder, though. Absolutely. Or yeah, and like it is frustrating when you don't get the ones that you really like. which is that's what makes it the rogue like, because you don't know who you're gonna have on your attack, and you kind of have to like shape. Oh, okay, I chose wind for my avatar state, but I'm only finding ice, or like me, I keep finding fire. Sometimes you just go with it. It does work out best when they match you, but let's go for another Lilliput cauldron. I mean, I won't do that, but so yeah, and there is a lot of flexibility, and maybe you just want to use like distance attackers. Jiba, what you got for me, Jiba? Angela's okay. She gives you a little bit of a heal, but she's not really useful after you've gotten past a certain point, because once you've got your own potions and stuff, sadly some of the Lilliputs, you know, unless you're like doing a challenge where maybe you only use dragon types. Okay, yeah, Felicity's really hard. You don't want to get hit hard. Yeah, he's really strong. Oh, I didn't even realize Rascal was here. I don't want to get hit by her. Oh, dang it. Yeah, I'm a button masher. She really hurt Felicity though. Girl. I guess there are rabbits in this game. I already need to use a potion. I'm only in the second room. I do have my one extra life, so that's handy. I forgot what I was saying. But it is fun to, you know, come up with your own. I have not done it because I just have enough fun just doing everything. 1 second. Burst gauge fills 20% when wind attack. Increase access. Oh, I had that one. And restores 10 HP after defeating all the foes in a room. We're going to follow our hearts and follow star theory. And I'm going to go to me. But what I was going to say is you can make your own challenges. Like maybe you only use. Where am I going? What happened? Why did I run so fast? Is my controller? Ah, dang it. Oh, yeah. What about her name? Nola? No. Anyway, yeah, her laser. She broadcasts that she's gonna do it, but that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna get it. Victoria. Yeah, she's like a little devil lady. So she definitely broadcasts. And I hate that guy who throws ice, because then you accidentally land on the ice because you didn't see where it was coming from. So, alright, well I got my... One second, sorry. Thanks. Oh, why did I run so fast? I think my controller was... When I entered the room, I was still holding to the right, so it just kept running. I would like to go back. No, stop running! I don't know what's going on in this room. Let's get some more. Yeah, it was like she was stuck in a state of running. It's because I got that speed faster thing. She just can't keep up with herself. Speed without getting hit. I don't have to worry about it because there's a Felicity in here. Step on fire. Whew! Still trying to discover my guy's name. I did it! Not because I'm good, it's just because I got lucky. Alright, let's go food shop in. Looks like a basket. What's that turban? I've never seen that before. What's this? Increases damage by 30% for 3 seconds after Aether's Thrust is used. So this is Aether's Thrust. So it increases damage by 30%. That is a good one. It's expensive. But I do have money. Alright, so we don't need another Felicity. Master Merchant Turban. Decreases prices in your shop by 3% each time you make a purchase. Now, if I had entered this place with that, I'd be down to like spending 10 gold on everything. Alright, let's get these boots. That's really cool. So after I do an Aether Thrust like this, I'll have 30% extra attack points. They've added some good accessories to this. Probably because of that mode where you have to not get hit, so the faster... I missed those jugs. The faster you can kill things, the better. The speed is nuts. The enemies can't even see you coming a bit. Yeah. I run right by them and then they're like, what the hell was that? Alright, let's go back and do this puzzle place. Well, I say puzzle. Trap room. Too fast for myself. I can't see myself coming. I prefer the ones that are... You just try to parkour over, but... I'm so bad at this. Okay. Halvor? He's new. I mean, it doesn't say new on it, but I've never seen him. Oh, he's like a Viking! Whoa. Strikes with a great sword and hits the enemy with stone shards. Or you can raise Rocky Mayhem. Oh, that looks good. Oh, Reaper. Sorry, Reaper. Man, when you get too many that you like and then you get them all in the same run. Alright, I do like Reaper, but let's try Halvor. Let's go see what he does. Oh, stupid. Oh, what's that? That was smart. I did that on purpose. Okay, let's see what Halvor does. I thought he was gonna be bigger. Am I the only one? I thought he was gonna be... Like, look at Ace! Oh no, I guess Ace is small. What about Tristan? Why did I think they were giant? Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. I don't know, but anyway. Alright, Halvor. He looks pretty cool. Halvor looks really strong. Let's see, yeah. He hits a lot, too. Like, look at how much attack he gets just from pushing it once. So, yeah. Man, fire builds. Oh, there's Kunoichi. She's... Oh, yeah, we saw her before, but yeah, she's one of those jumpers. Make way in Victoria. Yeah. Victoria is good as her... This one. As her skill. But now I've got Ace and Halvor. I don't know, but yeah, I strongly do recommend Victoria. She's good for using as a skill because... If you got, especially in those rooms where you're fighting the extra strong bad guys and they're all on the ground, you set her off and then jump out of the way, and she just fires that. She fires her laser. She fires her laser at them, blows them back, and mostly always kills them. But so she's got it's a decent cooldown. But so she is good for that. But I didn't take. I'll go ahead and take Kunoichi just because they're both 2 stars. I've never seen that frog on Victoria before. Interesting. Okay. She's got a little frog or something. I don't know if you can see that, but little frog friend. But we're not going to use them, so... Well, there's too many good new people to use. That's why, yeah, if you could pick who could you use. Halvor could be clear a room all by himself with that attack. Right? Oh yeah, I will mention too, when you... I always save my bursts for bosses. That's first in my boss. Yeah, go ahead, Halvor. Have that! Did he kill her? Oh no. Alright, let's set Ace on her. Do not mess with Felicity's. She will wreck you. Because she's got like a reverb. Anyway, I saved my burst gauges, my burst max, whatever they call it. I saved them for bosses. But if you're really struggling and just really want to get through a place, when you go into a room and use it, it clears all of the enemies who had spawned there. It clears a room. So if you really want a bonus, it's like clear them all within a certain time, or you know that it's gonna, you're almost done with exploring this floor and you just need to get through. Sometimes using that stuff on fire. See, 40 hits? My guys are too strong to do that. So yeah, so you can use burst gauge, not always just on the bad guys, the end boss guys. I prefer it, just because it goes so much faster. Alright, let's take Halvor into this magic bad guy room. And I guess let's go for fire. Maybe we'll get another FellHarbor. They're really like fire, I guess. Fire attack. Go for it, FellHarbor! I forgot these traps are not bad guys. She's not running. Yeah, I got it. FellHarbor's having fun. So Tristan, I saw that coming. I can see the lasers. Oh no, I better heal. Too many lasers. Oh no, too many lasers. FellHarbor, help me. Ace, help me. Like, yeah, I know that Victoria, like, very clearly shows you she's going to kill you, but doesn't mean we're not going to just run into her. Oh, I forgot about the traps. I don't know why I keep forgetting about the traps. That's the whole point of this room. Alright, well, we didn't do that great, but FellHarbor did. Mighty increases fire attack damage by 10%. Alright, there we go. I should have been a fire, but I had to try the bunny lady. Alright, so see on my mini map, there's that little box. That's that treasure box that you can give to Zipper. That means there's one in here. Oh, it's out the door. Anyway, so see that if you missed one, you can always go back. So it's good to check your rooms before you leave the floor. Alright, looks like I cleared everything out. Whew, that was a close call. Nice job. Thank you. Yeah, I know. I got down lower than I thought I should have. But now I can show you where you can fill all 4 of your flasks back up. So that's why you have to use these things carefully. I just realized that her hair is yellow with like little pink streaks. That is so cute. I don't want to bleach my hair, but if I ever went blonde, I would blonde with some pink. Actually, you know, brown with pink looks cute. Command center gate. Alright, halfway there. Let's see what boss we get. Is it always tight? No. King. Oh, this is King? Alright, he's not too bad. I say and then probably get my butt handed to me. No, he's not really that bad. Yeah, see, usually my burst gauge will pretty much take him down. Oh wow, FellHarbor didn't really do much damage to him. Might be because they're both fire? FellHarbor? Took a chance. Ooh, owie. Oh, I thought I got hit. Oh, no I didn't. I was looking at his health, not mine. I was like, how did I take off half my health? Have an ace. I'm stuck! Ace? I'm supposed to be able to move when you do that. Alright, come on, King. What you gonna do? Fireballs. Oops! Whew! It's gonna have that extra jump. I don't remember how to read him very well. Yeah, why couldn't I move when Ace was doing that before? Go ahead, FellHarbor. Well, I lost about 120 hit points, but that's okay. Can't win them all. Increased ice damage. Yeah, alright, last room before the final boss. And I will give a warning before I head into the final room, just in case you don't want to see the final boss, at least for this first part of the game. So if you want to leave and not see that, that's fine. I think I'm also going to skip through the storyline, just because there's so much dialogue to read. They speak parts of it, but they speak in Japanese, as I'm sure you've heard. But yeah, so it's a lot of reading. Okay, there's Heidi, so my guy might not be here. I think I went the wrong way. So yeah, that bird is Heidi. And that's Tristan, but that's Tristan when he's mean. Tristan when he's not my friend. So yeah, he's pretty cool. Not as cool as FellHarbor. FellHarbor, you're not really actually hitting that hard, but I think that's because I'm not fire. Oh, a lot of attack because of me. Normal. Alright, let's keep going. I'm staying. Gotta get those sweet boss strategy pointers from the resident expert. My strategy is to just keep hitting. But I can show you, I mean, because he's got a couple different things. Why did that room go so much better than the other one? There are some things he does that knowing how to read would be helpful. Plus, I'm sure if you do get the game eventually or whenever, I'm not doing this bonus stage. This is just gonna hurt me for no reason. See? I knew it! Yeah, you might forget exactly what he does, and you know, I don't want to ruin any story. And luckily, they don't make you watch all of the story points, because obviously there's some places here where, like, wow, I found this thing. I'll go back outside. So they force you to leave. Especially as you're learning talking to Zipper. Increase ice, reduce fire damage I take, and increase accessory damage, increase the amount of mana dropped. We will not be hypocrites, and we will follow star theory. Mostly because I don't really need mana, but that one would have been good to have at the start, so. Alrighty. Getting close. Thanks for sticking with me. It's probably the longest I've ever streamed. I'm going for a record. Other people's records are 24 hours. My record. Alright, I have 8 keys. I'm not doing this gauntlet. I'm just gonna open this key so you can see what that's like. Adds a blizzard blast to my 5th Lilliput if I have at least it's a 3-star. Doesn't really help me, but I will get money from it. Okay. Stream health is still good. Star theory strikes again. Yeah. I like that. You should coin that though. Ooh, okay. See, there's Tomoe. Right. Did I just kill her? Tomoe is a really good one. Where'd she go? Yeah, there she is. She's pretty too. I want to get hit by her. But see that attack? She does that for you. She's on your team, so she's a good lead one. Like late game lead. But she's also really pretty. I wish she'd stop attacking me so you could admire her kimono, but she's got those pretty sleeves. She's very dainty. She's got like hair, a headdress hair thing. She's also deadly. Oh, I didn't do the time limit. Okay. Oops. Up here. Accessories. Ooh, got a lot of accessories. Okay, increase ice damage for 10% each ice. Increase chance to inflict frostbite, and increase my resistance to burn and immolate. These are not very good. But I'll go for the ring. I think I have the queen is ice. Ice, water. I guess it's the same thing. And so is that goddess, Amelie. I don't know. I don't speak French, pardon me. Amelie? Amelie? So I have a few stray mac and cheese pastas here that my dogs are really hoping to taste. Should I give Ember and Zeke 1 mac each? Absolutely! Ceci, yeah. You have to come and speak for Ember and Zeke. They need to get them cheese. Ceci loves cheese. Yeah. You have any mac and cheese for noodles, cheese? Right? Cecily says yes. Mac and cheese pastas, but I'm sure there's some cheese on it. You have to speak for your brethren. Are you on screen? A little bit. There you go. Yeah, I got like the. What's this table? Oh, you can kind of see her. All right. 1,200 damage. Oh, Tomoe. In the name of Cecily, they got 2 max each. Yay! Cecily's a superhero and she doesn't even know it. Oh, that was sweet. Lionel! Well, I don't need him now, but Lionel is he's a little, I'll show you him. Yeah. Oh, you saw him there, but yeah, he's a little lion guy. We were fighting him earlier. But he's got a pretty fast first attack, so if you're looking for somebody to lead your attack that goes quickly, I do recommend Lionel. Plus, he's adorable. Alright, let's go shop. Woo! Too fast for my own good. What do we got? Adds an electroshock blast to your 5th little ability attack when you're a little bit. So I guess electric. What is that? Wind, I guess? Huh. Chuck. Yeah, I don't like Chuck. Increase damage by 10%. Increase frostbite, and I don't need more keys. Let's go ahead and just increase our damage. Let's go back for those chests. I don't know what you call these things. Jars? Futuristics? Okay. Well, we will see my favorite guy in the final boss battle, I think, because he tends to be one that the bad guy calls on to help him fight. Let's get HP. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to be able to beat the boss with this setup, though. I'm not that good. Yeah, let's go for it. I've got some... Let's go for more fire. How many elements are there? Well, I thought just 3 in this game. But I guess they're branching out. So, because, like, water now has ice. Which I guess they always did. The queen has always fought with ice. I don't know what would fire have, because, like, wind now seems to have... That's too high for that. Wind seems to now have electricity. But I don't know what fire has. Maybe they don't need it. I keep touching these traps. Why is Victoria back? Victoria was in the last world. Oh, right into the thing. Alright, leave me alone. I'm burning. Alright, well, I didn't defeat the foes without getting hit, that's for sure. Maverick. I've never actually used Maverick. I've seen him as the enemy, but by the time you get to some of these guys, it's like, hey, I'm not going to take off Tristan to use Maverick. And I'm too much of a sissy to challenges like that. You can't use... I have done where I'm like, I will only take fire elements because I'm a fire elemental, that kind of thing. And it's hard. It's hard to bypass your favorites from other elements. But, you know, just for a challenge. You can still see them at home. Reduce size damage. Okay, well, let's go heal up and head to the final boss. So if anybody who is here who doesn't want to watch boss, if I was going to add something to fire, I might go poison or darkness for a toxic smoke sort of idea. I wonder if I'm close or way off. Now, actually, that's a good idea. I was thinking poison too, so maybe we're on to something. I do like a dark type of attack, because that's what Sophia fights with. I don't know, Taito, you might have been making your mac and cheese when I got her, so I haven't been using her, but Sophia uses like dark energy based on, like, I guess because it's here it says sub-zero temperatures or something, but when you fight her as a mob, she sends out like this black orb of nothingness. So she is water / ice, but there is a dark sort of element in the game. So that could be something they'd add to the fire. But I don't know. We haven't come across a duel yet. But yeah, smoke and fire go together. So if it's ice and water, this fire doesn't turn into anything else, right? Am I stupid? Freeze water, you get ice. You have wind, you're gonna get thunder or lightning. Alright, final boss time. I don't know if I'll be able to win, and I'm going to go ahead and skip the story plot. So don't read it. Skip. Skip. Alright. So, first he's gonna go ahead and do his own thing. You just gotta dodge him, so get your dodge ready. He's gonna do these things that you can dodge under, he's gonna dive at you, and on the third dive, you want to set off one of your things. Oh, have any. Well, if you have lasers, and then he's gonna call me back after you get this first part done. If you have a boost, typically you wait for him after he dives those 3 times. You can kill him on the first. And then he calls his Shadow Mons, which, yeah, they do drop healing, which I appreciate. And the healing will stay there, at least while you're fighting them. So you can, whoops! Oh, that worked out. Yeah, so see, the healing stays there. So I feel like the game, it's tough, but it's not unfair. And I've heard people say that about other games too. Like, you might lose, but you get so close after you've gone through your first. You're gonna lose a lot when you start out, but as you power up, you know, just get what works for you. And I'm back now. I don't think that they actually have any time. Well, I don't think they actually have any frames of invincibility. Oh man, he didn't call my favorite guy. I'll go into the thing after this. Where am I? And I will look at him. I really now forgot his name. And I'm very sad. Why? You can't leave right now. I'm in the middle of something. Yeah. Oh, there he is! See that guy up here? He's shooting arrows. Man, I can't remember his name. That's my favorite guy. He doesn't always look like that. He wears green, like a green coat, because he's like a vampire. So you can see he shoots arrows. And what I like him is his arrows that he shoots for you, when you use him in your skill slot, they suck out life energy from the bad guys and bring it back to you. So he actually heals you. And hurts them. So unlike Angela, who just heals you a little bit, he actually... Okay. I should have killed you before now, because now you're hitting your stride. There we go. Okay. Yes, anyway. Something like this. Wind and thunder are both weather things, so I can see them being related. Yeah, that's true. Good point. Uh-oh, don't like... Take this! Hiya! Alright. Now he goes into overdrive, and he's got a lot of different things. Well, they're all telegraphed. You just have to make sure you're watching out. And like I said, I don't know if I will win. Now he's big angry face. Right, so he's pretty much, you're able to hit him at any time. Hand things. I'm gonna try to squish him. Okay, yeah, this one is the easiest to dodge, as I just gonna follow the things around, and then that's when I start to hit him after this. In the right place, because he'll do this, and then you can just do your burst gauge in the middle of the screen. So I do appreciate that they never have invincibility frames for him. You can attack him at any time. You just might not do a lot of damage. Oh shoot, I'm on the ship. I wish I had more burst gauge, but I do not. Just keep mashing A and X and Y. We're out here. Yep. I don't think there's really a he just does things, so you gotta look out for them. So I can't even say. I've never actually had him get this far. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm usually better at this. So I guess he does stop some. But yeah, I don't think there's any method to his madness. If that makes sense. So he will repeat things that he does, but I don't think there's much order to it. That's what I was trying. And if you have burst gauge, it's the best option. And in the best case scenario, I beat his first section with one burst gauge, and then I beat the second section with another burst gauge. So that shows you that when you have the right build and the right fits with you, I've barely done any damage to him. Actually, we might actually see some things that I've either been too crappy to make it that far, or I've been too good to make it that far. You might start doing things like I've seen before. This wasn't even the end. There's a stage 2. Go FellHarbor. Well, how did you get my name? Yeah. I remember the first time I beat his first stage, I was like, woo, I did it! And then he has this second stage. Yeah, I'm gonna die. I have 1 extra life, but he should be done by now. I don't have enough lives. I won't even say I'm concentrating. Hit him a lot. Whoa. I'm sure there's, like, I could be doing this better. I'm sure there's places where you're just like, just dodge and not try to attack him kind of thing. But I might not be able to show you what happens when you win, but it's just like the end cutscene and then the credits. I have failed everybody! But, to be fair, I did go on using her normal outfit. All my friends. Now luckily when I die, I will get my full health back, so there's a... Oh, I have a birthday! Oh, wrong button! This might help. Silly rabbit. Yay! Whew, that was close. That hasn't been that close in a while. Yay, I did it! Thanks for cheering me on! Alright, so we're gonna skip him talking. Yeah, I poked out his eye. He's never had a nose, that's not my fault. Yay! And then you get the ending credits that you don't have to watch. You can hold down X and skip them. Okay, so whether you beat it, whether you die, or whether you quit and exit, you'll always get this, and that's the result. It tells you, wow, it took me 2 hours. It shows you how long you took, how many foes you did. The blue things over there, that's the mana that you're trying to get. It shows you how many crystals you collected. You can look through and see all the different accessories you got. Oh, I didn't get any duplicate accessories. Maybe you can't. And then all the Lilliputians you got. Which really, when you think about it, I didn't get that many. Not many different ones. So, woohoo! 1 butt kicked elegantly. Aw, thank you. Could have been a lot more graceful, but... yeah, so you can see what you got, and then you push A to convert to mana. So see, this is where it matters what their stars are. So, yeah. So you can see, like, if I had 2 of that princess, she got me 90. And then, so, yeah. I gained about 8,000 mana, I guess that was. Yeah, so then you can scroll through and see, wow, look at all the stuff that got me all that mana. So obviously, yes, you want the things that are higher up. And I don't know why, like I got more for the 4. No, I guess by 50. It must be 50 each, yeah. Yeah, so that's where you're converting. So the mana is what you use to fix your ship and stuff. So that's why it's very important that you get the level 3. And there we go. Back to the opening screen. Which makes it look like, what the heck happened? But you can just go back in. Yeah, I think I beat it on my 28th. Okay. Alright. Yeah, for some reason my computer's... This threw me off. I'm sorry. My computer is also on here so that I can do the stream, but I'm watching the stream over here. So over there, I'm still fighting him. So I guess my computer's lagging. That's weird. Okay. So yeah, you come home and now you've got all of this stuff to play around with. So you can change your avatar, check your log or whatever. If you could do, let's see if there are any others. So this is where you would use the mana that you just got to boost yourself. But I think, yeah, mine's all fixed. So they didn't add anything to that. So that's why I've just got 50,000 mana. So that's why you can talk to this guy, and he gives you one for free. He'll give you a free accessory to use. So electric shock, so I should probably do wind next time. And then I can keep buying them. So they increasingly get more, like once it's 1,000, then it's a 2,000, then it's 4,000, you know. But I can buy more. Oh, and now I've got ice. So, random. Okay, let's go into the Lilliput house and see what that guy's name is. Bond with your Lilliput. Excuse me. Bramwell. Why did I think it started with an S? That's my favorite guy, Bramwell. So he's like a succubus guy, and he shoots those arrows and stuff. Actually, he looks a little bit like Professor Snape, except for the red eyes. I never realized that was a wand he had, but yeah, I love Bramwell. He's so awesome. Now we got the new guys. Did we unlock? Oh, okay. So we still didn't get this person. She's ice. Psst. Are you peeing there?
Oh, maybe that's why he wanted to go out.
Oh, he had. Oh.
I'm sorry. He says he was.
That's our fault.
Yeah.
All right. It sounded like he was peeing in the shower, so. Better than on the floor. All right. Sorry. Cats. I guess you're lucky if they pee anywhere but on the floor. All right. I know. You're forgiven. All right. So now we got Hanzo. So I can show you what it's like to bond with Hanzo. So you got these presents that give you different levels. So I didn't get any of the really good ones. So you want to get hearts. So like this little one will only get him that far in a heart. Whereas these, it'll get him a heart and a little bit more. So to start out, I want to bond with him. And then you can see the boost you get for bonding with him. So now that I've got him to 1 heart, my boost gauge boost rate when I have him is 5%. So he can add a lot to like making my boost gauges go up. So you definitely. Oh no! Sounds like poor Simon did his best. Anyway, he did. He's a good boy. So yeah, I didn't even think about that. Him having to go potty. I'm a bad kitty mom. You know, the ironic thing is though, we keep meaning to put a litter in here so that they'd have a litter box upstairs because they've got 3 downstairs, and so we wanted to put one up here in the bathroom. So somewhat ironically, there is a litter box in there. It just doesn't have any litter in it. But I think he was peeing in the shower. So anyway, I know it's almost time to say goodbye. Yeah. So that was. Wow, I did max almost everybody. Okay, so I guess I've had Halvor before. He's already up to bond 3. And she's up to bond 4. I blacked out during those playthroughs. I do remember having him because I like that he was a little gun because I love cowboys. I don't remember having them before. So I must have been playing it in my sleep. But Hanzo was definitely new. And then whoever she is, I don't know, she looks like a singer or something? Or a pirate? I think she's missing a hand. Yeah, so that is little Noah. Yep. Oh look, a doom flap. So yeah, when you max out your love with one, they will randomly show up here on your way out, and you can talk to them. It's not much, but I hope it helps. And they'll give you something. I got another blizzard thing, so maybe I should be using ice next time. I don't know. Ice? So yeah, so those stay with you. So even though I've talked to them and got these things, when I save and quit, it'll save so that I have those things for next time. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed Little Noah. It's a fun game. I don't know how people used to play this on the phone, like how it was a mobile app game. But yeah, anybody who does want to try it, I do strongly suggest that you do try it. I can't speak to other people's funds, and your funds might be limited, and maybe, you don't like spending too much money. I think brand new this game was $15 US. I don't know if it's on sale sometimes. They are regularly updating it with no extra charges, and I think it's got really high repeat play value, as long as you like the play style. So if you like going in and punching A and feeling like a bad, can I say ass? Feeling like a badass, I strongly suggest it. Just remember that it's going to take some time to build up to it. And they've got a lot of cute little outfits to have and a lot of little friends to make, so yeah. Whew, that was a long stream. We almost made it to 3 hours, so thank you for sticking through. Taito says, ice after fire seems fitting. Yeah. Yeah, so maybe I will do an ice run. So, but yes, so that was just for this week. While I needed something that I could do that I knew I could talk through and not get too distracted. Because I know with Viva Pinata, I was going to get into it and then focus. So I need Cypress here to make sure that the stream isn't ignored while I'm over there like smacking things. So we will go back to Viva Pinata next week. as long as the internet works. We have our new router modem combo and our new internet plan coming, so we should have plenty of internet to go around. But I hope everybody has a good week. I know there's storms moving through the East Coast US, so if you're there, please be safe. And if where you are you have storms, please also be safe. Thanks for another fun stream. It's the highlight of my Wednesday. FellHarbor did awesome streaming solo. Thank you! And remember that Cypress will start streaming next Tuesday. I don't think the time is set, but watch our community tab. I will be at work, but I will also log on so that I can be there and be a moderator and root her on when she does her first solo stream. But thank you very much. We are learning. I'm sorry about the hiccups at the beginning, but I'm so glad that we're a little bit of a bright spot in your day. We really do appreciate you hanging out with us, Taito. And anybody else who might be here, maybe hanging out in the background, I hope you had some fun. And yeah, so now I have that awkward time when I walk over there and turn off the stream and you can talk to Cecily. Cypress solo hype, woo! Oh, I'm thinking of 1 p.m. Okay, great.
Oh, I get.
Oh, yeah, I've got Cypress just got up. So thank you guys for joining us, and I will see you guys next Wednesday, and Cypress will see you on Tuesday.